Testing, testing. How am I doing? How's my mic?
It's good.
Hope people can hear me. It's always good before you go live, and then it just goes to shit.
Can hear the hands vigorously rubbing.
Fuck, I got oil on my hands. I'm not Jewish, just to let you know.
I like rubbing my hands together as well, to be honest. When you're like cold, works really good.
Well, I've been keeping my my furnace kind of low, you know. Shit, I think it's at like 65. That's just cold to me. Like usually I have it at like 73 or something. But it's expensive now. I'm like all worried about the gas bill. I don't want to pay more fucking money for heat. Fuck that.
Put on another hoodie.
Dude, I got a hat. I got like a winter hat on and I'm wearing like a fleece. No, it ain't that cold. Oh yeah, 65. Good enough. So everyone wants to know why you delete all your shit on Kick. Did you
I didn't. It just deleted it all itself. I have no idea.
really?
Yeah, just gone.
But isn't Kick kind of like
I
not
thought so. And it's not even a matter of the stuff timing out either, because it would have deleted just the oldest stuff, but it like deleted stuff less than a week ago too. So I don't know. I'm increasingly skeptical of free speech existing, at least on the internet. I don't.
Do you like Kick? Like how's it going over there on Kick? Is it workable?
I mean, it was fine. The auto chat banning was probably the worst part of it, but
What is that?
there's just like some unremovable chat filters where like if it detects like a hate speech message, it'll just delete it. But and by hate speech, I mean like any kind of even funny slur in it. So I usually just read people's messages out because I could see them on my end what got deleted. But I
Oh,
don't
you
know.
you can see
Well,
what gets deleted.
yeah, in the chat log. The viewers can't, but I can, so I just read it out most of the time because it would be like if you type the J word, you get your post deleted. It's not even. It's very mild.
How's the like the is it like user friendly? Do you like the website or whatever?
I, I mean, what would I compare it to? Twitch? I never really did much with that either. I will say I miss being on YouTube though, because that was, that gives you the highest quantity of chat to interact with while you're streaming, which for me was always kind of the motivation.
Yeah, totally, man. To me, YouTube's like an iPhone. It's easy to use. It's not like difficult or weird or I don't know. I don't like all the stupid like shit they do on these other websites that are I don't know, I've never done Rumble or Kick, but it just seems I don't really like I've been going to the Odyssey and the Kick and the Rumble like streamer guys because there's nothing to listen to right now. So like I'm having trouble finding anything worth listening to. So I was on Odyssey the other day, like listening to who was I listening to? Blackpilled. What's his name? Devin Stack. It's something to listen to, I guess. It's better than most of the YouTube shit. I'm kind of a I'm kind of pissed at like using or I don't really want to use YouTube anymore. And I mean I still use it, but since they banned me from my main channel, they took my premium subscription. So now I have to watch ads and shit all the time. I hate that. I fucking hate ads.
Yeah,
And I
use.
I don't use an ad blocker either, so
I mean, that would be why you hate them. I've got ad blockers have gotten great over the last couple of years. My buddy set me up with one that will detect if there's an in-video ad. It sniffs it out and skips through the video past it. Like, the people doing the ads should have to pay me to watch them, is my opinion on that.
Well, they do so many now. Like I'm thinking it's over, and then and then they throw another ad, and then another ad, and it's just I fucking can't stand it. And I'm not getting another premium membership. Fuck that.
The people that haven't figured out how to use ad blocker yet have to watch ads for everyone that has. It's like how
Oh,
shoplifting costs get passed on to the consumer. You're having to watch all the ads for everybody that has ad blockers as well as your portion of ads.
I'm just gonna have to get an ad blocker. I don't know even which one to use. Everyone, do they work good?
I use uBlock Origin, and that gets rid of 90% of it. And then there's another little one that gets rid of the in-video stuff.
Yeah, I should have listened to your Christmas stream. Was it any good?
Not really. I had no content. Nothing crazy really happened.
How many views do you get on Kick, like on an average?
I mean,
Like live views.
few enough that it dispels any illusion that there's a career to be had here. And that's before all your videos just get deleted. So, I mean,
This is kind of, I don't know, it's brutal. Like you should be getting paid to like stream and stuff and do content. Have you ever considered like Substack? Or that's probably woke too and like doesn't let you say anything cool.
people don't read. Is my complaint with Substack. Is if people read things, we wouldn't be where we are right now. So, reading as a medium
Don't
is
they have
kind of just
podcasts now
cooked.
on Substack or whatever? Like audio?
No, maybe. That's the new meta. Because that's like the Joe Rogan podcast meta. And they had actually believe that influences outcome of elections. I don't.
Do you think has anybody reached out to you, like other YouTube or content creators to like hang out?
That's a difficult thing because a couple people have, but it's also people that I had fun doing this with like the original batch of people. People now, I'm catching strays from Zoomers like that hate millennial men. So I don't know. I'm the unk now. I'm the boomer. Got to clear the way for the young whippersnappers. They can do the job now.
Yeah, I hear you. Even Fuentes is like old now. He's like 30, or not that old, but
Yeah, pretty much.
Keith Woods is still around. What's he been doing? Does he have YouTube? I haven't watched a Keith Woods video or even a post. I haven't even seen him posting on Twitter or whatever, or X or whatever. You ever listen to Keith Woods?
Isn't he the one that had the DMs with the like super tattoo bimbo?
Oh,
Am I
that's
thinking the
right. He
right
turned
guy?
out to be a simp or whatever.
And
I
it
think-
was the woman he was simping for was like a grotesque like creature. Like it wasn't. It's not like he was simping for some trad shield maiden or something. So I stopped taking him seriously. Like at that moment, I knew I wasn't gonna. I don't relate to that nigga, so.
Well, he tries to act like he's like an intellectual or whatever. Like I read all these books. Like, okay, bucko. Like whatever, dude. Keith Woods is
Meanwhile, his taste of woman is like barfly, like dumpster dive, like like first year med students, plastic surgery experiment victim. It was
I,
horrifying.
I believe you, Dismal. I felt like TRS was stealing my talking points back when I was doing YouTube or when I had my first YouTube channel. I would listen to their show and be like, wait a minute, they stole that from my show or my streams or my content or whatever. Fuck, all these red pillars and dissident right people are like, they do yank people's shit and just steal like micro streamers content. I totally could see that.
Well, because imagine it from their perspective. Look at with the Twitter incentives, where if you say something and it's really good, but your account has limited reach, they can just copy paste the same comment and reach 100 times as many people with it and get paid for it. So, I think I seen a video the other day that was talking about even stolen YouTube content where people will just like bot channels will steal content from other bot channels.
Did you know TRS fucking well, you probably don't care about nobody listens to TRS anymore, but they fucking paywalled their entire fucking website. You can't even listen to anything for free now. They just totally locked it down. Nobody gets to listen unless you give them money. You know they're hurting then if they can't, put out any free content or half the show free. They quit doing that. I find that kind of funny. Like,
Well, at a certain point, it's like a spite thing too, right? You see that with Fuentes. He's starting to really hate his audience. He gets some of the most retarded super chats, so I can't really blame him.
whoa, and now Raymond bans anyone in his chat. I mean, how do you like these people want their little hug box and then expect like growth or like monetary gain at the same time? It's so fucking funny to me. Like, how the fuck are you gonna grow your website or your YouTube channel if you ban literally any criticism? It's wild to me. I do like Telegram, guys. Telegram is the big dog when it comes to like free speech, but it's such a controlled environment and it's not like a public thing. So it's hard to even build that, but it is sort of more free, which I do like. I do like the Telegram app. I won't like lie. I don't really use it though for anything. All these people add me to their group chats, and I never really read them because there's just I don't know. I'm not.
I use Telegram to listen to Collect Dismal's like backlog of content on there, and that's literally it. I I honestly I think a lot of this fear is bad for people's mental health. It probably goes without saying, but doing this day in day out is, even if what you're taking in is 100% true, it's all like an info hazard. It's going to give you more like insecurities you didn't necessarily need because you can't. What are you going to do about them? So,
Yeah. Well, I don't think any like even like the big content creators. I don't think they have like a. They're not influencing or steering or altering the future or changing the direction of like culture or policy at all, like at all. Most norm like that vast majority of people don't even know about all these different like even if you get 100,000 subscribers or even like 50,000 subs, like you're not affecting any change, and I don't believe.
no, definitely not. If anything, if you're allowed to have any kind of an audience, you're allowed that audience because you prevent things from changing.
Yeah, totally, bro. Yeah, definitely. Like the only people that get, you know, the big money aren't saying anything.
I don't know. it's like they're the very one-dimensional talking points. And you can tell when you're interacting with one of these people because they just kind of freeze like a deer in the headlights. Like I forget who that guy is. He just interviewed Clavicular, and the guy like specifically arranged the set. He like put out like
Knowles,
weightlifting equipment that wasn't there prior to it. Sure. And the whole time, like Knowles is just trying to like I don't know, pin Clavicular down one way or another. It honestly reminded me of a more softball version of the Piers Morgan Fuentes
Well, no, it's that
battle.
they're shaming him, or like he's trying to like you should get married and like he's like making sure he's monogamous and all this gay shit. Or it's like like the people that before you did whatever they want, and then they're trying to tell you how to live your life. It's like the Candace Owens like talking about Nick Fuentes who needs to get married. It's like, well, like that's fine, but Candace Owens and like Michael Knowles didn't get married like when they were 22. It's sort of bullshit. Like fuck you, dude.
Well, and it can never go the other way around either. Imagine telling a woman that she should be married by now.
Do you
We've
ever
we've so inverted the traditional roles in this nation that women are like non-slut shaming men. Oh, you haven't been pussy whipped yet? What's wrong with you, Inky? We have the
so
backwards equivalent of slut shaming.
well, we're talking about clavicular. Might as well just talk about it. Do you think he ran somebody over, or do you think it was like a stunt or fake?
I mean, my brother ran somebody over, so it could very well be real. Like this happened in my personal life, so I don't. People are retarded like that. Definitely believe he jumped on the hood. My brother's girlfriend at the time jumped out of the passenger side of his car while it was moving and got ran over by the back of him. Like there's some real stupid people. It's kind of one of those things you don't really take into account until you're forced to grapple with it. A bit like the lack of internal monologue statistics.
You listen to him talk with Michael Knowles. What do you think about the like a guy like that wanting to get jaw surgery? I mean, isn't that kind of wild?
I mean, whatever works for him. I mean, see, my thing always with the trans stuff is not that I don't want to pay for the trans surgeries through taxation. And if I have to pay for the trans surgeries through taxation, then all these surgeries should be available. Like if we're going to encourage and subsidize the transition for trannies, like then you can start doing the same thing for looks maxing incels. They're transitioning into a body that they are more comfortable with, that they don't feel dimorphically uh, disconnected from or whatever. Like, I think the Troon thing could actually be a positive because what are the Troons going to say? Oh no, you're not allowed to have looks maxing surgeries. Only we are. Like, just agree and amplify it. Go all the way through. Okay, now women can get. I'd like to have dentistry covered on the like socialized medicine up here as well. Yeah, Critter's got free facial surgery. He's not even trans.
Bro, I had like premium insurance most of my I've had, good insurance most of my adult life. It doesn't cover shit. Like you got to pay out of the pocket just to get a crown. This is bullshit. Like why do I should be able to get like a whole new mouth?
Yeah, it should be like the bare minimum. You know what I mean? Like if your medical system, if your insurance was going to cover something, you'd think it would be teeth.
Yeah, I have a friend of mine or a friend of a friend, and he got fake like teeth like all the way through.
What do
but
you get? Like veneers or
no,
caps?
no, the whole thing, like implants,
Okay.
and it's like pretty awesome. Like I mean, because it doesn't look fake, but they're like they pass for real, but they're good. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
what a good. I mean, that was the best thing he could have ever done with his life. Like, but
Yeah,
that
it's the I think it's the best use of money because if you have bad teeth, you're gonna be like financially hard stuck. Like not only will women not like you, you will not you're like hard stuck in poverty unless you manage to correct that. It's like you ever hear the expression not to look a gift horse in the mouth?
yeah,
It's kind of a similar thing with excess males nowadays where like this shit can just be rotting out of your fucking head. Whereas other people have like the best care available, and it's very comparable with the dental stuff. Like it'll tell you right away. So if people have money, they fix their teeth with it almost every time. It's like the first thing people do. It's like better than jewelry. And even with Hollywood, right? Like that Hollywood smile came about because of insecure actors that didn't like the way they looked. So they would the first thing they did when they got to Hollywood and they'd start making some money was fix their teeth up.
I would be a little concerned with like when you're pulling all your teeth out or grinding them down. That can't be good for your health. Your I don't know. I have to imagine it's not good for your body to like ruin your teeth. Like my dentist like said, always told me like you have to save like what you have, or you should try to save what you have, and like work with what you got, work with you what we, work with what you have, and if you got teeth worth saving, like you don't just want to like pull them all out and put fake implants in.
Well, that's why I asked what he had done because all the implant stuff's one thing. I don't think I necessarily want to go the implant route. I don't think I'd even want to go like the cap stuff. I just want veneers. And I think like the guy in chat, he's talking about getting a root canal. I think I think root canals are responsible for most of the later in life problems because you get a cavity, it's through to the nerve, they got to pull the nerve out and then they fill it up. And yeah, it stopped hurting because they removed the nerve, but now you have this like piece of basically rotting meat in your mouth. Like it's dead from that point forward. It's no longer alive. There's no like blood flowing through it or anything. And I think that's where a lot of disease later on comes from is root canals.
Yeah, I got one root canal, and bro, I don't want to ever do that again. It's just horrible. Like and being in a dentist office, getting that done, it sucks. It just sucks. I wish I would have like not. I don't know, like, but part of me says like it's like genes anyway. Like even if you have like if you take care of your teeth, like if you don't have the right genes, they'll
Yeah,
just
I think so. Yeah. At a certain point too though, it's also cope. Like genes has something to do with weight gain as well, but like you know how you roll your eyes every time a woman says she's fat because of her thyroid or whatever. Like just don't really believe it after a certain point. I feel the same way with the teeth thing because for me, I could have had like whiter teeth, but like a lot of my dental problems have nothing to do with that. It would have taken like orthodontic surgeries to correct.
yeah. Yeah, Scotty Boom, it's not that painful, but it takes like 45 minutes to get it done or an hour. It's horrible. Like sitting there with your mouth open and
To me, the things they use at the dentist taste fucking awful. Like the numbing gel and all that other stuff just tastes horrible. It's what I loathe the most about having to get anything done there.
Yeah, I miss being young, and I had, like, all my teeth that, like, were normal, like, my real teeth. I got, like, caps in, like, my molars and stuff, and I liked candy when I was growing up, but, like, now you can't even enjoy candy because it tastes funny. Like, I think the candy's all, like, changed ingredients, and, like,
Yep.
I don't even like candy even if I had teeth to eat it. It's, like, not the same.
Yeah, I have noticed that with a few things. And
Maybe
it's one of those things where there's going to be so many of these over the years. It'll be the new Mandela effect, will be the way you remember things tasting before like shrinkflation and everything hit them. And the company will say, "Oh no, we never changed anything," but like you'll know.
Yeah, Dismal, you're so right. Like, everything's just poison now. Like, did you hear about the Campbell's soup bit like, a month ago or a couple months ago? How the
Yeah,
CEO
I did. Got caught on a hot mic saying that the food's for poor people and he wouldn't feed his family the 3D printed chicken and shit that's in it.
Bro, Campbell's soup's not even cheap anymore. It's like $3 for a little bitty can.
Yeah, it's actually one of the more expensive ones.
Yeah, bro, I can't eat the Kit Kats no more or the peanut Reese's peanut butter cups or anything. Even M&M's taste kind of funny. They give me, like, heartburn now. Like, I don't even eat candy anymore. I can't do it. I'm, like, old, and it's too expensive too, by the way. I'm getting priced out of all this shit. Can't even buy candy without getting breaking the bank. Like, you buy a candy bar nowadays, it's crazy how much they want. Like, anywhere from, like, $2 to $4 for a fucking candy bar. Fucking brutal, man.
That's actually what had come to mind when you were talking about the recipe of things changing. I really like or I used to like the Hershey's cookies and cream like chocolate bars with the little like Oreo bits in it and white chocolate.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
And they have fucked with the recipe for those to the point that there's almost no chocolate. It's just cookie glued together with some kind of like icing. It doesn't melt on your tongue or anything anymore. It's not there's no like I don't know, it doesn't, it has none of the textural signifiers of chocolate anymore. So it makes me wonder what they changed around with that. There's probably so many other things that are like this. It's scary because the world basically erodes around you, and it happens in such a plausibly deniable way where we take it for granted now. If you point out that everything's gotten smaller and shittier, most people will go, "Oh yeah, it has. You're right." But there's coming a time where people will pretend that it's always been like this, just like we've seen with the jabs and everything else, where people pretend that you never were forced to do it. There was no pressure put on you to try and get you jabbed. Nobody ever actually got canceled, Chud.
Yeah, people in the chat. Yeah, man, I can't do craft food, craft macaroni and cheese. I can't do that anymore. I can't do any of this food anymore. It's all shit. The shit I used to eat. Twinkies. You ever had a Twinkie? Fuck. They're garbage now. They make me want to puke after I eat one. They're nasty. I mean, maybe it's because I'm old. Like, maybe if I was like 16, I'd like wouldn't care and I'd like they'd taste fine. Maybe it's just, yeah, I probably just got old. I don't like anything anymore. Like the Tombstone pizzas or the Red Baron frozen pizza. Nothing's the same as it used to be. It's all like fake now. Everything. Fuck the ice cream. I watched some video on Twitter, X or whatever. The lady left the ice cream in the trunk, or the back of her SUV over a day, like for like a day.
Yeah, and it didn't melt.
It
Yeah.
didn't melt. It didn't melt in like 90-degree weather.
Yeah, and most of what you see in a store and think is ice cream, it's all labeled like frozen dairy dessert so that it doesn't have to meet like a minimum percentage of having cream in it or something like that. It's I don't know how food managed to get so bad here in North America, but if you look at how a lot of things are made, you'd think that it was like a wartime ration sort of thing where they're trying to make edible anything that's technically digestible. There's a lot of like repurposed chemical waste that you're expected to treat as food.
Yeah, I had a steak at one of them steakhouses, yesterday, and it wasn't good. Like, it was edible, but it was like $38, and it wasn't like anything to write home about, and I just was like, I don't know if this is even real steak. It's probably fucking 3D printed for all I know. Like, and they got some, Mexican in the back flipping it on the grill or whatever. I get a little, I do eat at bars and restaurants, but I shouldn't. Like the food, I can't, like the cleanliness and like the hygiene and like some immigrants who like didn't wash his hands. Fuck. I
Yeah.
don't even wanna think about it, like, it's and the grill has probably just got, like, sanitizer, like, some chemical, like, spray they put on it, and, like, it's just you're eating just filth, like, it's just gonna give you fucking cancer probably.
Some of it tastes really good, but it seems we've kind of crested the hill on Goislop being tasty because it's like they wanted Goislop to be absolutely delicious when they were trying to get you addicted to it. Now that you have no choice but to eat the Goislop because everything else is prohibitively expensive, now they're going to do away with bothering to make it taste good because it can be awful for you and it can taste bad. That's what the Goyim deserve.
Bro, did you like, what happened when your brother, like, ran his little girlfriend over or whatever? Like, how'd that go?
I mean, like the circumstances that led to it, or like what?
Like, did he get in trouble or did anything happen to
No,
her?
no, because she flopped out of the car, and there were like witnesses. Fortunately,
Did she get hurt real bad?
not really. It wasn't a very heavy car, and she had some padding, I guess, on her limb that got ran over.
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna tell you, how, like, after Christmas or after holidays, you can buy candy or like holiday candy for cheap or whatever.
Hmm.
Dude, I bought one of these Hershey's like assorted chocolates, because it was
Okay.
cheap. It was after Christmas. It was like the day after. And I go to open the box. There's only 4 pieces of chocolate inside. Like it's like this mini box, but it's not that small. But you think you're gonna get like 6 or maybe 8 pieces. It's 4 pieces of chocolate.
Yeah, I seen a video of from Jersey Mike's that we don't have them here, but apparently they used to have like very good portion sizes, and ever since they got bought out, everything shrunk. And I watched a guy open up a bag of Miss Vicky's chips that
Oh,
came
I
with his
saw
like
that. I
catering
saw
order,
that.
and yeah, and he dumped it out, and there was literally like 5 chips in the bag.
5 like broken chips.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's the other thing that I think this fucks with is I think it fucks with people's health because you can never settle into a portion size. If the portion sizes of even something like that are constantly going up and down and the ingredients are changing and everything, your body never really adjusts to like one kind of set of nutrients that it's taking in.
Yeah, dismal. I'm gonna start fasting and like lose some weight. I've been really lazy the last like 6 months. I've just been like totally letting myself go when it comes to diet. Like I don't care. Like I'm probably not as fat as I've ever been, but I'm definitely just not. I haven't cared. I'm getting a little bit of a gut. It's like, but lately it's like winter, and I've been like not wanting to do anything and sleeping in and going to bed early, just like hibernating, eating lots of fucking comfort food. I gotta fucking get on a diet and just like fast and just flush it out and start exercising and lose weight. But I'm just fucking lazy and don't give a fuck anymore. Like lately, I'm just like, yeah, like I think I ate a whole. I've been eating like crazy the last like the last month. I've just been pigging out like fucking. Hell, I got some of them Pillsbury cookies you buy at the grocery store. You can like, put them in the oven and just like melt them down real quick and eat them. Oh man, I got a thing of milk in the fridge. After this stream, I'm gonna be pigging out on chocolate chip cookies and milk.
Now, obesity is a tough thing, man, because food is one of those things. It's readily available, gives you big masses of dopamine, and you do kind of need a little bit of it. So it's easy to overdo it.
Yeah, lately I've been just letting I'm not that. People wouldn't say I'm fat because everyone's like fat in America, so they think I'm skinny, but I'm like skinny fat right now. I gotta like lose some weight, but whatever. Dude, did you get anything for Christmas, man? Anything cool?
I haven't celebrated holidays for probably 15 years.
Don't you
Actually, longer at this point. It would have been maybe closer to 20. So when my parents divorced, like that all just kind of ended. So
well, don't you like maybe treat yourself like, oh, it's New Year's Eve tonight. Like, what are you eating tonight? What you were chewing earlier? What are you eating?
like a pack of crackers. Like I don't know.
uh, like what kind? Like Ritz crackers?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh fuck! I actually kind of like Ritz crackers sometimes.
Yeah, nothing crazy.
I don't know, guys. You're giving me shit for being fat or whatever. Like I can lose weight so easily. It's not even hard. I'm just like I just don't care. If I got it, I don't have a reason to lose weight. Like, oh, you can like maybe feel better, I guess. But then like you feel like shit too. It does feel good though when you're like you do start to lose like shed a lot of weight, and you're like you feel kind of like when you're feeling like lean and thin or whatever. It kind of it does give you confidence, I think.
And that's exactly why I want to be fat. If I'd never been thin, if I had never thought that, for a period of time I'm kind of attractive, I would have never gotten myself in trouble. Being fat is my body storing calories that it knows I will need when I'm inevitably abandoned by the rest of the tribe members or whatever.
Wait, you said you don't celebrate holidays, but nobody got you a single gift for Christmas? You didn't get like
No,
a pair of socks from your mom or anything?
no. To be honest, it's kind of an improvement.
Yeah, I didn't get a single present this year. Not a single one. Well, I didn't go to my mother's or my brother's. Like he wanted me to come over for like Christmas dinner, and I just didn't even want to do it. Why would I go to Christmas dinner at my brother's house? Like what? Like like you're like that extra dude who like shows up and you gotta like feed him and pretend you don't like that you're like invited like they actually want you there. I just skipped it. I skipped it. I went to a Chinese restaurant and then I went on Wolf Slumber's live stream and so I probably Fed posted. That's why I deleted it. I was saying some edgy shit on that stream.
Chinese restaurant for New Year's, that sounds nice, honestly. It's a
Oh, it's
nice
my
little thing.
go-to. It's my go-to on the holidays. Like, I just go to like Chinese restaurants or the casino.
I I mean, I'm still kind of self-conscious about going places by myself. But
Yeah, I get that. It's not fun. Like to go, I don't know. I don't like this whole like red pill meme of like men who can do things by themselves are like unstoppable, basically, is like the message. Like you need to be comfortable being by yourself as a man. And then that's when you're a real man. Like that whole narrative on like X and Twitter and YouTube red pill shit. It's so fucking cringe.
it's coming from guys whose wives like clean up their skid marks. So, I don't know. These guys bragging about having done it all by themselves never did. They got the stealth main character wife in the background greasing the wheels for them to succeed.
Yeah. I'm so pathetic. Like you want to call in, you're the one who was talking about calling in. Like, why are you ripping me? Like, what did I do? Why are you listening to the stream? Like the stream's so shitty and it's boring. But you're here, Bucko. You're listening because you ain't got nothing going on. It's fucking New Year's Eve. You're listening to the Thomas White YouTube channel, Bucko. God
Yeah.
damn. Fuck you, dude. All right. Oh,
You know, people want to be they want a non-stop IV drip of cope, and it's just not always there. Like cope is in finite supply.
yeah, the manosphere is pathetic and shitty in the right wing and all the red alt right or the alternative or the dissidents and the Republican Party, and they're all getting their ass kicked. Rollo Tomasi. People are talking about Rollo in the chat. Rollo Tomasi, like that guy, I can't believe he's like even relevant at all on the internet. I mean, Destiny blew him apart. He embarrassed himself on Fresh and Fit. How is he even a thing still? That's crazy to me that people even watch his stuff unless they're trolling him and talking shit in his chat. I can't even believe he has fans anymore, or is like he's a retard and a weirdo. He's a weird fuck.
I gotta pretend to like him because he retweeted me calling date psych a cuckold. So I gotta respect to Rollo Tomasi.
Yeah, I mean, he said some,
Like,
he said some good stuff over the years, like once in a while. But he got embarrassed by Destiny of all people.
yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people would, because Destiny sits there. He's quick. He's smarmy. He's got every one of his Discord moderators on his phone feeding him material and talking points. You're never talking to just Destiny. You're talking to like the amalgamation of human knowledge that is the Destiny fan club of faggotry, I guess. Like, I don't.
I can't do the whole Rollo Tomasi with like the sleeveless t-shirts and the little do-rag. And I used to play guitar and Slay and fuck you, dude. I can't do it. All right, we'll take some calls, guys. I think what's his name wanted to call in and yell at me. He can try. Jordan Morrison. Bring it on. Bring your little criticisms or whatever. Oh, Dagger's in the chat too. He's been in the chat. You ever listen to Dagger?
No.
Yeah, he's kind of I don't know. He's all right, I guess. He's pretty black pilled. I kind of like Dagger because he's just, I don't know. He's just like over everything. He's just like this everything sucks type guy. I like him though because everything does suck. And honestly, I'm not surprised. Like Destiny still being around doesn't surprise me because he's like a left wing establishment type adherent kind of guy. Like he adheres to like the establishment like left. So like he might have DM'd a 17-year-old girl. Like, who cares?
I don't even care about any of that. I just don't like. Obviously, I don't care about that of all people. But the I just don't like the smarminess of arguing. Like I can totally agree with somebody. Not that I do in the case of Destiny. I can just not like the way that they argue. And in his case, I feel he doesn't argue to get smarter. He argues to win. That's what I don't like about him.
Yeah, there's no growth. It's just like I'm gonna BTFO anybody, and I am sub to Destiny, and I listen to like his exchanges with like that. What did he do? He did that one with, I don't know why I even bother. He was talking with D'Souza.
Okay.
Yeah, it was cringe. Like he thought he like he did like the
I
debate.
I don't
Yeah,
know. These guys get it in their head that debating is like chess with like an elo system. And like, you move up and one day you'll be debating Neil deGrasse Tyson for the NASA championship. Like they don't there's no intellectually honest component about it. It's just a big battle to save face on all fronts.
oh, Destiny got cucked doesn't really matter though. Like he has no shame, and he's like a left winger, and like sure he sucked a dick or whatever, but he's got millions of dollars, and he gets to have sex with like all the right wing e girls.
Yeah, it's like Dashboard said, the cuck is in the game. The cuck is, he's in there. He's kind of getting sex occasionally. Whereas if you're anything like me on the stream or whatever, like, yeah. Not that I'm, lining up to be a cuck, right? But I
I don't
can't
know.
exactly
Destiny
criticize.
Destiny hanging the shotgun in the backdrop of his live streams. That's kind of fucking awesome for like he's all over the place. But he's like this dirty little like swarmy left winger who like does Adderall all day, and he's got a shotgun in the hanging on his wall while he does a live stream. It is kind of funny to me.
I could see a Destiny redemption arc when he gets bullied by his chud son too much.
Yeah, yeah. All
But
right. So Suburban Pookie, go ahead. You're live. Thomas White YouTube.
Oh, Bruce. Wait, are you? Oh, this is. Oh, just so we know, because I know there are some other like black and red pillars or like random manosphere guys that impersonate me. So this is the actual, and I have a few channels because I've been deleted a lot, but this is the actual like educated Pookie, educated Tyrone, Stefan, whatever you want to call me. Just to keep it simple, I'm a black pillar, and a lot of dating coaches hate me, and a lot of game copers and like pickup artists they hate me. So my channels have been like reported to oblivion, like So, but I was listening to you guys 'cause I'm still taking a piss. So I didn't expect to be brought on yet. I was trying to type in the back chat that I'm still taking a piss. So,
Are you
you
done?
know,
You done
but
with?
I think that gets the introduction out the way. So go ahead. My bad.
You're gonna come back. You're
Yeah.
gonna finish your
No,
little.
I'm still here. I just I call me a soy boy, but I want to wash my hands real quick.
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, yeah, I get it.
You're
I know
black, right?
I see a lot of alpha males in my day-to-day life. They take a piss in public bathrooms and they don't wash their hands. And I'm like the only guy that pisses and washes his hands. Even if I use my shirt and I take a piss, I still wash my hands a little bit just because. I'm like, well, you should do that anyway because you interact with so many bacteria on a day-to-day basis. You should wash your hands regardless. But that's just me. Maybe I'm a germaphobe. I don't know. But go back. We can get back to the black pill topic. I didn't mean to. You know.
Yeah. Wash your hands. You can come
Yeah.
back. I'll bring you
Yeah.
back. I mean, I've never used my shirt to piss though. Have you, Western Recline? Is that a new one on me?
um,
Just
see,
so.
I had a short on YouTube not too long ago about a guy that was in prison, so he pissed all over his shirt and then wrapped it around the bars and built like a garrote with a like stick that he had to bend the bars, but apparently the shirt's only strong enough to bend the bars when it's soaked in pee.
I just wash my hands a lot. Like probably 2-3 times a day. Like, just wash your hands, Bucko. Like I don't know. Just be a clean person. Just wipe your butt. Shower, clean your butthole. I don't know. Be a clean person. Wash your hands. I don't like sanitary. Do you ever use that what do they call that? The Santa, the soap that what do they call it? Like the
Soap?
No, the sanitizer. Is it
Hand sanitizer?
Yeah, you ever use that stuff?
I don't like it because I usually my hands are beat up. They're like cut and shit from like work or hobbies, and that shit burns the really bad. If you have any kind of a wound.
I hate hand sanitizer. My nurse lady girlfriend, she uses hand sanitizer all the time. I don't get it. I can't do it. Putting a bunch of chemicals on your in your hands and then rubbing it in, that just seems like wrong to me. It's like swallowing toothpaste or something. It just seems weird. Like, why would you do that? Collective Dismal, this better be you. Who are you? What do you want?
Yo, what's up, bro?
Why are you using Dismal's handle? Why are you doing that to us, man? Like, what? You want to make fun of Dismal? Or what's the deal here, Mark?
Shit, I ruined it. Damn it, I don't want to ruin my time with you guys. This is a joke.
Okay. Well, where's the joke? Hurry up with it.
No, I just wanted to call in just to say what's up. Good New Year.
What are you doing for New Year?
Well, nothing fucking that great, I
Are you
guess.
black?
Just nah.
Yeah, you are. Don't just admit you're black.
Dude. No, I'm not.
It's okay if you're black or Jewish. I don't care.
I'm not, dude. I'm Slavic.
Okay. Well, did you have a question? Did you want to chime in with something important or prescient?
Damn it, I should have been more prepared.
You just want to say bye. You're alone on New Year's, right? Yeah, we're all alone.
Yeah, something like that.
Totally, man.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe I should have been more prepared, I guess.
All right. Well, I'll put you in the back. You can, put it in the front.
Don't put the black guests in the back.
Okay.
All right, well, peace
Ghost
out.
Park style.
Well, I'm not even trying to be mean to you, man. Like, what do you want? Like, you ask me a question or, make fun of me.
I just want to say that I watched your guys' stream when Western Decline, he mentioned that he watched the Predator movie.
Oh, yeah.
And the way he described it, he said she just rode his back like a backpack and nagged him the whole time. I thought that was fucking hilarious.
Was it inaccurate? Did you watch the movie?
No, I didn't watch the movie, but I just laughed so hard when he said that she nagged him the whole time. What the fuck?
All right, man. I'll put you in the back. You can.
All right, man. Peace out.
Thanks for calling. I mean, I don't even want to be mean to the guy. I just he called in and nothing to talk about. Like, I mean, at least ask us. Maybe we could talk about like the Somalians taking over Minnesota, something like, or how women suck. He didn't have. I don't know. This dude, I know this dude. He's.
This is what's really going on in the Somalian daycares. They've got their own unit. What's the Jew internet unit 7200 or whatever? They've got their own Somalian unit 7200 that they just swarm any kind of Wignat space, just to go there and take up room.
Yeah. Amnesiac, how you doing, Bucko?
Oh, hey, thanks for bringing me on. I just wanted to
Dude,
ask
you called in on Claire Ka when I was on Perennial.
Oh, yeah.
You're pretty. I mean, you were a little too like mean. But
No, that was kind of my point. I was trying to rattle him, but he was kind of a formidable opponent because I don't think I really got to him like I wanted to.
no, I like that you wanted to call, and you did say some good stuff, but you were trying. You did kind of be a little too disrespectful on that stream. Not to be an asshole or anything. You got to be a little more. Just be a little more charitable. Whatever the word is, just be a little like you were just kind of threatening or wanting to like attack him on stream. But I'm not mad at you because like the boomers suck and they deserve to get like yelled at. So you're actually a good call. It was nice to have like people in the chat on that stream to support me, and you were pretty good, other than the a little too abrasive or a little too fetty posty. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. I just was kind of feeling recently like this field was or this sphere was kind of petering out. Like things are kind of starting to stagnate. Like people are just kind of looping, saying the same stuff over and over again. And I just kind of wanted your guys' opinion on what you think was going to happen in 2026 in terms of like moving the conversation like forward. Like what you plan to kind of go over, or I don't know. I guess like what do you think about that?
I mean, my 2 cents is I think that they're gonna try and mend this by pivoting to appeal to Zoomers. Millennials are gonna get the Gen Z treat or the Gen X treatment, and we're basically just gonna be ignored as malcontents. The same way you have like the everybody versus boomers thing, they're gonna do that. Zoomers versus millennials. And all these problems, there will be some improvement for Gen Z, but it will never be admitted as having been intentional, and that they corrected policies. It will just be like, wow, remember those millennials? Weren't they so quirky? The women were chunguses and the men were all soy jacks. That's what I expect for 2026. Mild improvement for Gen Z and Gen Alpha and
Amnesiac, I don't see anything happening. I see a big, maybe they'll actually try to fight a war with like Iran or something. Everything's just gonna get shitty and suck still, and nothing's gonna happen. And I don't really see any positive things happening next year. Like none, zero. It's gonna get worse. Everything's gonna get more expensive. And they're not going to address like men's problems or men's loneliness or whatever you want to call it. There's not going to be, it's going to be a blase kind of boring ass year unless like, there's I don't know, what do they call it? A fake event or whatever, some wild thing that'll happen. That's probably fake. Yeah, that's pretty much how I see 2026. I don't think the Democrats are going to impeach Trump because it's all fake. Politics is literally fake. Like it's all like theater. Like Trump should get impeached, but the Democrats will like be so incompetent and like nothing will happen. And yeah, not that I care about like the politics is just whatever, but it's just nothing's going to happen. And yeah, I don't see anything positive coming out of the next year. I think that we're gonna just see stagnation, just stagnant. Everything's gonna be stagnant while they try to the world's changing so fast, and like we're gonna sit idle while they kind of rewire the public consciousness or whatever.
Yeah, I think it would be wise for people to start kind of building a resistance or a tolerance to the white feather. If you guys know that they passed out the white feather to the people who didn't want to volunteer for the Great War, and I think we can probably expect something like that to happen sooner rather than later. I think people are picking up on the fact that young men are kind of checked out, and something will happen, a war or some kind of economic situation. And you just have to be prepared to walk away and just kind of not go along with what they want.
Do you identify as an incel?
Oh yeah, definitely. I've never touched a woman in my whole life, not even one time.
What's your age range?
I'm gonna be 23 in this coming year.
23 and you never touched a woman. Why? Do you think you're ugly? or not?
Yeah, I don't. Yes, but I don't think that's like my issue. If that makes sense. Like, I think it's more of like I think we all kind of know about like the oofy doofy theory. Like, women want a guy that like compliments them. Like, so women they want to wear the blazers and the suit jackets, and they want to be professional. Like, just like throwing this out there. Like, I don't think in 2025 I saw a woman wearing a skirt even one time. Like, and if you
Oh, I
and
never see pregnant women ever. I've
yeah,
never. Seen,
yeah, but the women they dress masculine. They dress
oh,
like
they
they're
wear.
about to
Well,
be
if they're
late
not
to a
masculine, they're
meeting.
wearing. If they're not masculine, they're wearing. You're not right, or you're not wrong. They do wear like blazers now. But
Yeah, yeah.
if they're not doing that, it's like tatted up like sleeve tattoos and like yoga pants and like bull rings.
Yeah, I actually I see like young children, like young girls wearing the yoga pants now. I was at like a Christmas Eve function, and I literally saw like an 8-year-old girl wearing these like skin tight pants.
Do you? So you never touched a woman, and you're probably like an average guy, right? How tall are you?
I'm short.
How short?
Maybe like 5'7", I would think. I haven't like measured myself formally in years.
Bro.
It's better to not know at that point.
Yep, exactly.
Better than having a number to fixate on in your brain that never goes away.
Was your dad 5'7"?
No, he's average height, but my mother is like 5 foot even. So
Yeah, I got hit
think
with the womanlet curse as well.
yeah, I think this is what Dashboard said like years ago. It's kind of the same situation with the Squirmia Grubs. Like the father doesn't want the son-in-law to like outshine him. I think the same thing happens with even like the blood son. Like my father, he wanted to marry a short woman so that his son, me, like I wouldn't grow up to outshine him. And I think my whole life there was kind of like that kind of dynamic. He would never let me like kind of outshine him. He always wanted to seem like more like he wanted to be like the big man basically. And I think that kind of was a big reason why he chose a short woman.
Do you have your hair still?
Oh yeah. That's the one thing I have. I think my granddad he died recently, but he had like more hair than like a lot of like 30-year-old college professors that like I would have a class with. You know, I'm in university now, so it's kind of like that's the one thing I do have definitely.
Man, 23.
Sad to see it. You're clearly an articulate guy. You know, we get a lot of callers in here that you can. I'm willing to bet that the two guys that we had on here before you briefly don't actually struggle very much. You know, they're probably here because they're clowning around and they think it's funny, but I don't think either of those guys struggle to actually get women because they can turn their brain off to interact with them. I do believe you when you say you struggle though, because
Is it like the authoritarian personality type bit going on in Western Decline, or like the?
no, it's if you have a fistful of brain cells to rub together, you have been made the most unattractive thing possible to women that have been programmed to think that any kind of like word of advisement or is like imposition against them and that you're trying to oppress them.
Well, and women, they want to be seen as the intelligent one, right? I think Dashboard laid this out years ago, but again, like everything that women want to be is like the same thing that men used to be, right? Like women want to be intelligent, they want to be credentialed, they want to be sophisticated. So to intensify this perception, they go and find a guy that's the exact opposite.
I feel like that's my situation with my girlfriend. Like she thinks she's so smart and she earns all this money and she's like a nice, good liberal, and her whole family, her dad's a nice liberal, and she just has like this like I'm better than you like attitude, and like and just thinks she's got it all figured out, and I need to submit or find out like come to the truth, the light, and and I don't know, just this like I'm a winner at life or whatever, and she has all the answers, and like why are you watching all these obscure like content creators? You should be reading like AP news articles. Like why do you listen to YouTube content creators or any like social media personality? Like you should just read the AP, listen to Bill Maher and CNN and all this shit, and like then you'll be like on the right track. That's like her whole like line of thinking.
This is what your girl is trying to get you to do?
Not trying to get me to do, but that's her kind of like that's the wavelength she's kind of on. It's like
Have you guys seen the I don't know if they're edits or AI or whatever that people have been doing where they're putting Charlie Kirk's face on the Truman Show character and Erica Kirk on the woman from there?
Yes, yes.
It's actually like very, very uncanny stuff when you see it just like that. Yeah, and you almost need a woman, like above all else, you basically need a woman's stamp of approval to get anywhere in life. Yeah, I think you're gated from the economy at large unless you have a woman that is going to be like, yeah, this is my good slave. All this will be coming back to women in one form or another. And you
And
were
it usually
talking about,
happens through the mother, and not only the girlfriend, but the mother especially.
you were talking about the white feathering and the draft.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I am of the opinion that inceldom is the draft, and that for most of us, they're going to try and make it a voluntary conscription or participation, with the heavily implied but never explicitly stated access to women being the reward for doing their bidding. I think that that's what's going to go on. I think that they have some kind of a technology that they use, whether it's on Epstein Island or whoever on the casting couches in Hollywood, that can basically just manufacture compliance from women or whatever. And I think that this technology's been around for at least as long as like JFK, and that's how all these people are they're all like owned by a woman, every single one of them. Like Kash Patel, Charlie Kirk, every single one of these people has some evil bitch behind them. And I think
I
that
heard
that's
that Kash Patel's got some like Israeli wife or like
yes,
IDF.
that's what I'm saying, and I think that that's the form that the draft will take, where it will be like, it won't be a literal white feather. It won't be like a woman like coming up to you and going, "Oh, you get this for being a coward." It will be your life arranged in such a way that the only way that is apparent to you to get a woman is to participate in whatever kind of a fucking conflict. I'd compare it to like a Boys in the Hood situation where, like if you're if you're not a gangbanger, you're not getting a girl. So that's what they will shape as the culture in the West, where it will be seen as the same way home ownership is memed, oh, you live with your mom at this age, no wonder you don't have a girl. It will be seen as a necessary step to even seriously consider yourself as deserving of a woman.
I do think that's the only way they could like bait people into joining up. Like, I think people know that money is kind of fake, but I think the desire for a partner is still there, and I do think that is like the only kind of lever or any kind of reward that they can pass out for, like signing up. Because obviously, like, you ask people, I think like normal people would be really opposed to signing up, but then they like dangle a woman in front of them, and then maybe they'll change up.
As Amnesiac, how did you find my channel? Like, you're a Western Decline fan? How'd you get here?
I think I remember getting recommended a Dismal video, and I think he made some remark about being interrupted on a Thomas White stream, and I was like, Thomas White, just typed the name into YouTube, and your channel popped up. And I think I got into Western Decline through his appearance on your show, and I've kind of just been tuning in here and there for about a year, maybe.
Yeah, I really was happy to have you or to see you call in on my perennial appearance. Like, you were really hard on that boomer, but I didn't want to. I was like a guest. I didn't want to be that like just.
What was the story with that guy being? Because I thought it was going to be your segment.
Well, I think Clara Ka doesn't know how to handle me, so she wanted someone else to do it for her because she just doesn't like the whole like black pill and like it's over bucko. Like, she's trying to like think that there's a route in politics or something, and she needed help with me and her don't really connect. We don't click because she's kind of like she's a smart lady and like wants to talk all like smart and you know be like this intellectual and really flesh out like politics. And I'm just kind of like, that don't matter. So I think she just kind of wanted other
When
people.
you accept, like, I think when you accept the dashboardian view of like demographic imbalance as being the root cause of like the social strife, it leaves this really awkward question where it's like, okay, you're saying all of these things, right? We need to change our attitudes about marriage and about religion, whatever. There's not enough cloth to cover the table. You can say what you want, but like a bunch of people need to die, not to come on here and Fed post. That's just what the math says. Like,
Oh, I said it on Wolf
it's just what the math says. Like, I'm sorry.
I said it on Wolf Slumber's stream on Christmas Day. Like we unironically need like a world war. We need tanks. Like
You need the forever war, though, like in 1984, when they just contrived a fake and gay forever war to keep, like, but people won't go for it now
This,
because the meta's like too sarcastic. People are like too sarcastic to.
Did you see that woman propaganda video where he's sitting there with Lily Gladys Dismal talking about how you guys are gonna have to wife up these whores because that's how important race is. Like, just get with the whore white woman. Because that's what I was thinking of the whole time, is that they've clued into the not enough cloth for the table problem.
Yeah.
And
No,
that,
it does get to that point though, man, where like you have to take that proposal seriously, right? Even for a white nationalist, like they might, if they're being honest, just have to come out and tell you, like, breed the slam pig. I get your criticisms, but breed the slam pig anyway, in spite of it. That's the only way they'd be consistent and honest in it. It's
yeah,
like we
I
have to
respected
push
it because
through.
they were actually like on the
Yeah,
nose about it, right? Like they weren't trying to sugarcoat it. I don't like the message, but it's like that.
it's honest.
Yeah, I can't handle the right wingers that don't want to even like cross that bridge and admit that that's an issue. Because it takes a lot to admit that, like, yeah, the women are shit, and you're just gotta kind of do it for the 14 words, I guess.
You have to put forth the idea and the hope that if you zoom out the historical graph and you like look at this little time period, it's just going to be a really tough hurdle that you need to get over. And you're not going to reap the benefits of your sacrifice. It's going to be abstract because it's people that will live after you die that will like.
Well, it's planting the tree in which the shade you will not be around to enjoy. And
Yeah,
in this
that's
case, the tree is the whore wife.
100%. Yeah. And for guys that aren't willing to cuck, they're not willing to like sit in the corner or whatever, then yeah, it's not gonna change. Like when Amnesiac asked you guys, like, what do you think's gonna, from your guys' perspective, Thomas is right. Like it's gonna be a whole lot of intellectual stagnation and nothing ever happens. For me, I'm gonna wriggle a little bit. Like I have some cool things going on because I have no pride. Like I'm just a cuck, you know what I mean? Like I've bit the hook. I'm like snagged on the line now. You guys aren't like taking the worm, you know what I mean? So
Dustin Clay's like maybe in a bad spot, but I actually think he's almost like weirdly.
dude, people are jealous of him. People are in his comments, bro. Are jealous of him.
He's weirdly in like the best position to be in.
Dude, people were commenting because he just got to California. I don't know if he'll be like listening to this stream. But yeah, he just reached California and he's living in like a lean-to on the beach. And people are jealous of him, man. He's just like walking around with his shirt off. And he had to make a video telling guys, he's like, you don't get what I have to do. You know, I don't know where to dry my socks. And like, it's not that cool. Because people were like blowing up his comments saying how they envy him.
He looks like an aesthetic van lifer, you know, like
Yeah, 100%.
Have you seen the unemployment edits that people have been making?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, they're kind of like the Sonnenrad like Nazi chud ones, but it's just shilling for unemployment, and they're like compilations of what the unemployed friend is doing at 2 p.m. on a weekday, but it doesn't depict waging positively. Like it's very much glamorization of the kind of vagabond lifestyle. Like,
I have about 3 or 4 people that I talk to on a near daily basis that are homeless. Some of them are kind of like YouTubers, or they watch these streams. Some of them I just know them on Telegram, but there's a lot of upsides to it. Like never having to wage cage, things like this, right?
I have never seen a bald homeless person.
Yeah, no, there's a lot to it. It's becoming more and more enviable, I think, in the coming years. I think you'll see that trend continue where you'll
mean-
have like straight edge, sober fitness guys that are homeless. And
Well, what makes it enviable for me, it's like the thumbnail you chose for your most recent video. I see homelessness is about the only place I see real romance with white people anymore. Outside of the homeless class, I never see white men and white women like banding together for survival. It's the only place I see it. That's the only place you'll ever see like a young white couple like huddled up next to each other in the cold. It
Well,
doesn't.
I like Scotty Boom or whatever, but this whole like Chad's Slay, it's kind of cringe. I mean, I see young white girls with all the different races. Every time I go to like a restaurant or like a Panera Bread, it's literally like a Mexican or like a fucking homie with a pretty white girl who's under.
Yeah, can I jump in on that really quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to say on the Chad question, like if these Chads and these Stacys, like they're just so like if looks was really like the independent variable that was really the most important, like wouldn't you see like these Chad and Stacey getting together and having like 10 kids? Like even if you're like a so-called genetically superior male or female and you get your pairing, you're still only having like 1 or 2 kids. So I still like I don't really believe in the looks theory as much as maybe I used to. Just
Well,
just based on the child aspect.
I think it cuts both ways. I think people view societal monogamy as being something that explicitly benefits men. I think the top percentile of women also benefit from enforced societal monogamy because once you do away with monogamy, you create like polyamory, you have harems, and the only person really winning in a harem is the Chad guy that doesn't want to put up with Stacy's bullshit, so he's just gonna go fuck Becky instead because Becky will do whatever he wants with no like headache. The Stacy in that situation loses her leverage as well. She's no longer paired 1-to-1 with her Chad character. She might dislike it less than an incel that's expected to share Becky, but it's the same kind of thing where uh, lower tier men and high tier women lose their leverage over what would be their partner in a monogamous society once it's abandoned. And similarly, like the Chad and the lower tier women benefit from monogamy because the women can outsource the cost of their reproduction to the taxpayer and secure genetics that they wouldn't have access to in a monogamous system. And the male, instead of being beholden to his wife, can always just outsource her sexuality to somebody else because there's no punishment for doing it. In fact, like women will actively reward the behavior.
Well, I think what maybe I was trying to say is that if there are people out there that say, "Oh, it's the good-looking people that are winning," to me, like having 1 or 2 kids is not like winning, and having your wife work, and you can be the chattiest Chad of them all, I guess, but your wife is still going to work and she's still getting bent over by her manager, right? Like in the
Oh,
workplace.
for sure.
So it's like I don't think like being good looking is enough to win. Like I think if you have less than 5 kids, I think you kind of lost in a way.
Yeah, you don't like Philip Rivers is like one of the only celebrity like sports ball guys that's like a big dog winner in life. Like he's got like 8 kids, like with his wife. Like he's like a rare. Most of them have like a Jew wife or they're like secretly gay. Like all these celebrities and pro athletes. Philip Rivers, the retired. Well, I think he came back, but he's played for the Chargers. He's like an actual like, traditional or has like a real family, and like that's rare. I mean, he's not on television or being promoted. He's like this like quote unquote loser in the NFL. Played in the NFL like for a ton, for many years, and is unapologetically like a white guy who doesn't, care what other people think or whatever, and has like a big family. That's not normal. Like most of these Chad, even like Aryan type quarterback NFL guys, like they don't even have like a big family. They're like divorced, like Jay Cutler. He had like 2 kids and his wife's like a fucking whore and like divorced him and like trying, she was like trying
Yeah,
to be.
but that's just low IQ people that get into money. Who's the guy who owns Telegram? I seen an article about him where he's saying women that take his if they get impregnated with his sperm donation, then they'll be entitled to a percentage of his inheritance, of his like fortune when he passes. That's actual like big brain, like proliferate your genes mentality. And I see what you were saying with the people not being above the necessary like reproductive rate. I just see those two ideas as associated with one another because the woman is in the workplace for what reason? Right? Usually it's because she wants to kind of keep her options open, or it's what she had been doing and that's what she's comfortable doing. I think whether the mother or the father wants children, each side has less leverage nowadays to get them. Right? Because like
Yeah.
if you were, let's say you're in like a monogamous relationship and no fault divorce doesn't exist, like if one of the partners wants to get pregnant, it's probably going to happen. It's probably going to keep happening. It probably didn't require both people back in the day. Because if the woman wants to get pregnant, what's the guy going to do? Never have sex?
Well, I was listening to Scotty Boom today, and he was talking about how in relationships, like women view relationships like rom-coms. Like women don't want to actually be in a relationship because it's boring. Like it's just like boring and monotonous or what's the words? There's repetitive. There's a bunch of words we could use for this, but he said it like there's nothing going on. Like they want attention. Like of course a woman wants to work to like even if she's not going to quote fuck these guys at her work, she at least she gets like attention. They don't want to
Yeah,
be
if
bored.
she's, especially if she's like the most attractive girl in the office or whatever she's doing, she's still going to get that like queen bee dynamic.
Yeah. I got a caller who's been waiting in the back. I just want to entertain it. You guys just sit tight. Normal guy, you were live. How you doing, Buck?
Yo, what's up? What's up?
Have you called in before?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you an incel?
I'm a Chad cell.
Are you white?
Yes.
Okay. You're Chad. You think you're good. You think you're above the average man.
Like, I'll tell you what, I'm probably somewhere on the face, probably around a 9, just on the face. So
Cap.
I'm up there. You know, I can show you guys. I can
How tall are
prove
you?
it. What's your Telegram?
How tall are
Uh,
you?
I'm over 6 feet.
Okay. Well, what do you want to ask us? What do you want to talk about today?
No, I just have a really, because I'm not really like an incel. Like I've been with women and I had relationships, but I'm just corroborating what you guys already suspect, which is Chads are not really killing it out there. It's not that great for a Chad because I can make a woman swoon and like fall, like I can make a woman, be very in love, right? But she catches herself because she doesn't want to be in love. That's the thing. Like, you can even be making headway, right? You can even make a breakthrough, right? But she will catch herself because a woman is uncomfortable with the
Giving herself
pat.
over to a
Yes,
man. Yeah.
yes, exactly. Like it's a very powerful experience when a woman falls in love, right? It's, you know what I mean? Like I've been making women fall in love and they have to like destroy me before I make them completely fall in love. You know what I mean? I like that's the type of weird shit that Chads find themselves in. Like a Chad can be lonely because, the woman will actually catch herself because a woman doesn't want to be in love. A woman prefers to have like a subordinate beta male that she can like have dominion over. Like that's actually the ideal state of a modern woman. But they
The
do
da-
want to fuck with Chad cheating sometimes. Yeah, but
the
that's my
downside I the downside I see to being a Chad or to just being in like the kind of like purview of attractive females is that it's just kind of gay and annoying in the sense that you're always constantly engaging with like ground level social headaches. I see a lot of them because I work around like a sports ball arena basically. And so I do see a lot of guys that are like, from that walk of life coming in. And I kind of, from the third person, I observe like, you see these guys, in the hallway on their phone arguing with another guy. Like, why'd you tell her that I went out? Yo, bro, I fucking told her that I wasn't going out for New Year's. Ugh. Like, and to me, it's gay, man. I just want to get on and like, I don't know, do something interesting with my mind rather than have that. Like,
yeah.
yeah,
I
they're
do
getting
agree
botsy.
with
I
They're
would
getting
I would
attracted
add
agree
to
with
them
something
that.
to that.
at a
I
certain
was
sense, dude. Just to like put the kind of period on that point, like not to cope or whatever, but at a certain point, yeah, he's like fucking attractive women here and there, but like Call of Duty or whatever, World of Warcraft's like kind of cooler in a sense too.
Women
Like
women
it's
will fuck
interesting.
zone you if you're actually attractive guy. I do
yeah,
kind of understand that struggle from the Chad side of things because women are so used to getting like pumped and dumped or ran through by guys
yeah,
that they're actually desire that if they put you in that category they will. They'll do what he's describing. I know this is hard to believe for a lot of
yeah,
people that don't
n-
interact with women, but your struggle will be to get a relationship because women all think that you're like a player who's gonna
yeah,
like say
yeah,
whatever to them, and they take the doofy guy very seriously like at the onset because they perceive him
yeah,
as having no options, whereas
yes,
I like
That's a great point.
women will make shitty remarks to you. I remember the single mom I was detailing cars with said to me, "Oh, I wish I met you in high school." And it's like
she's old.
you've got like 4 kids with this guy, but that's what you're like doing at work. You're saying dumb shit like that.
That's
And
wild.
this will
That's
black pill
fucking
you on
wild.
women faster than anything else is if you ever actually have a window in your life where you're attractive to them, how relationships don't matter to women at all. Every woman will be in a relationship and it will just mean absolutely nothing. The women will be like obscenely flirtatious. They'll deride their fucking husbands in front of you. Like if you've ever worked with a girl and her fucking boyfriend or husband or whatever's calling and they just fucking like hang up on it, send it to voicemail and keep like talking to you about retard shit, workplace drama.
Yeah,
It doesn't put women in high
yeah,
esteem,
and
dude.
plus the other thing is like Chads get cheated on all the time by guys even less than them because
Yeah.
there's like a thrill of cheating. When women are adrenaline junkies, that's
Women
He
women
wouldn't
like
are also
necessarily have to
preempters.
care.
Women are
When
the
you
ones that want to break up with you. Women are the ones that want to cheat on you first if they think it's going to happen to them.
dude, I had a relationship with a girl who was really rich, right? She's like really rich. And I know I'm still talking to her, but I'm basically in a subordinate cuck position because we used to be in a relationship and it was very violent. Like, I mean, not like emotionally violent, not like really physically, but we broke up, but I'm still in her life though, right? Because the Chad never really leaves. And the other thing, but from then on, I'm in a subordinate cuck position basically, and she can have male friends. Because I used to get really mad at her because I was on my red pill shit. I was in my red pill era, so I was like, oh, when a woman says she wants to have male friends, you say no. That's no way. That's the position I won't compromise on. I'm like, no, they rule the world. Like women rule the social landscape. They are the ones who are the shot callers. They are the gatekeepers. They are the ones who organize the marriage alliances. Women are truly running shit. And like in order, like even as a Chad man, like if you want to have a relationship, you're going to have to cuck out. You're going to have to sell out because there's no other pathway. There's no dignifiable pathway for the man will to power, the male will to power. There's no dignifiable pathway. Yeah, and that's
It's
why
not
I advocate.
optional either. Like it's not something that like Western Decline could just decide to do or something. It's a certain type of person that's able to kowtow and
Well, it's also like I trained my brain because I used to be really sensitive to like getting like cuckoldry and like getting cheated on. Like I remember my first relationship I got in high school and like I loved this bitch, right? And then she cheated on me, right? And that like basically raped me. Like I was like sexually traumatized and raped for like years. And she was a year younger than me, right? She was a year younger than me and she basically fucking sexually raped me with cheating on me. You know what I mean? But no one gives a shit about that.
that's
You
the
know what I
one
mean?
thing I'd never tolerate. Like I'll say it on I would literally murder my wife like right then and there and then kill myself. Like
Because yeah,
I'll take
because
any amount of abuse, but I if she did that shit, it'd be like Little Bill and
dude, I'm telling you,
Boogie Night.
man.
It'd be some Boogie Nights shit. Like
Right, right. But dude, I had a lot
I'd
of
never do that.
relationships, and I'm telling you, after a lot of relationship, you start getting numb to that. Like it's not as big of a deal. Like when I was younger, yeah, it was a big deal. But then it just kept on happening over and over and over and again,
I
right?
don't think it's a
That
big deal.
like,
Like I agree in a strict sense where if you were like a guy like Justin Trudeau or whatever, you could laugh that off because like those people live a different kind of lifestyle. Like they're swingers, right? They're already it's like kind of implicit that they swing. So
well, I also think it's like adjusting
for
your
a normal guy
expectations.
that like goes to work at a stupid whatever kind of wage job and then comes home and like has that happen, I don't think that you could even get used to something like that.
Dude, you no, well, I mean, yeah, I used to have the same sentiment and belief as you, but I'm still kind of with my, you know, ex-girlfriend, but she I know that she talks to me about like, she was, I guess, flirting with this guy and she tells me about it. And honestly, I'm not really, and then again, she's also really rich too. And I don't want to ruin that relationship because it's like a social networking thing. I don't want to lose her because I lose access to the social sphere that's pertinent to her. So I don't want to lose that.
I think
So I'm okay
opportunism
with
kind
being
of
a
runs
cuck.
its
I'm just
course.
saying for that, like I'm okay with being a cuck if I
You
get a
can't
good
you
trade
can't
off.
be listen, brother. Like you can't be an absolutist about like pragmatism and practicality. I do often preach and tell people like you got to lighten up on your deal breakers a little bit. You're not in the bargaining position, but if you have no principles that you'll like bang out on at all, then I
All
don't
right,
know.
Hey
okay.
guys, you want to hear a
You know
brutal
what I
black
mean?
pill?
Normal guy.
Hey,
All right,
hey guys.
one more statement. Hurry up.
No, this is a brutal back pill.
Go ahead.
Okay. Okay. Did you know that? So I was on, I like to talk to like Google Gemini, all that shit, right?
No, I don't know that, but sure, I believe you.
So it's an LLM. It's like a chat GPT. And so I asked Google, whatever, Gemini, I asked it. So, because I'm curious about like human sexuality. Like I study this. And I asked Google Gemini, I asked it, so what's the most popular porn category for Gen Z girls? Guess what it is, guys? The
I don't.
number one most pushed
Dude, it's all fake and gay. Like it's all
algorithm.
misreported. Like what
No, no,
significance can you attribute to this at all?
no. What's the number one algorithm that's pushed on white girls?
BDMS or BMS or BDMS or whatever it is.
No, no, it's BBC is number one. That's the number one click through rate metric that women porn consumers Like,
Yeah, but I don't think women who
That's the
consume
nu-
porn are indicative of women in general.
bro, it's a lot, bro.
Yes, yeah, Dismal.
60% of women consume. I think it's like 60 to 70% of
It's
women
all written
All
in
right,
book.
all right, normal guy.
watch porn.
That's
Dude, I'm telling you, Google Gemini will confirm this.
Bro.
Bro, thank you for calling. You can call in the future, maybe.
Yo, DM me on Telegram. How about that?
Really,
At Dismal Days Indeed. I want to see this fucking face docs.
Yeah. You said you were gonna show us.
Yeah, he said he's gonna face doc. So at
This is
Dismal
bad.
Days Indeed on Telegram.
This guy, I'm not even. Oh man, I can't do it. Amnesiac, what did you think of this last caller? Like, I'll let you go first, man. Like, this is bullshit.
I think there was perhaps some validity to what he was saying on the Chad question. I do think like looks theory is a component perhaps, but then there's also like the dashboardian angle. I think both can be true at the same time, like just maybe in different phases of a woman's life. But I think this this AI, this stuff, like it's all like Jewish propaganda. It's all fake and gay. Like the output of a LLM, like it doesn't mean anything.
It was a very Jewy message he was pushing, and
Not
I
only
know that's
Jewy-
not like a straightforward argument, but
I'm not trying to be harsh,
that guy
guys.
was pretty
It was the
Jewy.
most unimpressive call I think I've ever heard. Like, that guy sounded like a.
You don't worry, Bucko. You can get used to being a cuck after a while, and all women are looking up BBC porns. And
Was that the I'm pissing guy too?
No, it was a different guy. And I'm not trying to be mean to the guy. Maybe he was like a
Thomas, your callers suck.
Yeah.
That's so fucked up.
Dude, that guy, everyone in the chat's calling him a voice cell. Like, I can just tell immediately. Like, me and Western Decline, we're doing a stream. We got Amnesiac on, or whatever his name is. You can tell he's like a functioning adult. This last caller, quote unquote normal guy, you're inept, man. Like, you're fucking. There's no way you're bang. I mean, maybe he is. Maybe that's how bad women are. Maybe that's emblematical, like how awful women are.
No, these bird brain kind of guys. I say this as a compliment because women love this. That's like, you know the like too deep for me meme.
Yeah, 100%.
That's what a lot of these guys are like, and women just eat it up because it's on their level. Like, at least in that regard.
They like guys that I think just remain on the ground floor conceptually. Like nothing ever goes into like these broader areas of conversation. It's always immediately like
if he had a chance with some old money broad or some rich girl, there's no way he finds this channel. There's just no way. Like, I don't believe it for a second. Like, oh yeah, but I do believe it because of what we just said about the bird brain and like the fucking just be like.
It's an anti-meritocracy.
I could tell right away, 10 seconds in, this guy can't even talk. He's
Yeah, but that's what I mean though. It's like listening to a woman, and that's how I think that it's probably true because he acts like a woman because that's what he's around. So. Not even an IQ mogging. I believe his story. Even the BBC thing, it's unpleasant, but I'm inclined to believe it as well. Because these women are not they're not like virtuous at all.
I don't know what to think about the porn thing, guys, because it's like stepbrother and stepsister, and isn't it like
that's what's pushed at men. Imagine what the algorithm puts at you if it thinks you're a woman.
Yeah, you're right. It's just all sick shit. It's all like interracial and stepbrothers and shit.
And women are like retarded. So even if a woman isn't actively seeking it out, putting it in front of a woman, like, she'll just pick whatever's convenient.
Normal guy, like, you don't have to be mad at me or whatever. Like, I'm just being honest. Like, oh yeah, I'm calling in the Thomas White show, and I fucking slay Bucko. Like, oh, and by the way, I just be a cuck. Like, and oh yeah, BBC porn's like that's all like women watch, and it's sort of like I don't know if I believe you, man. Like just your voice alone, like, but I do kind of believe it because women just suck.
I
and-
believe it, dude. My mother was forgetting fucking BBC porn in the VCR, and that was 2 decades ago when I was a kid. So, if my own suburban retard mom is doing that shit, then I can only imagine what people are doing nowadays. I'm
There is this aspect though. It's hard to articulate. Every time I try to kind of like flesh it out, I always come up short and miss the mark. But there's something about like there is a bit of a cause for despair if you are Chad too. I think Western touched on a few of the points that are really good, but yeah, I work currently at my job with a couple of guys. One in particular, like no homo, he's a very good looking guy and like giga extrovert. And there's chicks around all the time. Like not fatties either. These are like sporty women and
So
just surrounded by them. And it's like, but the shit they talk about, I couldn't hang because I've almost lost the ability to talk about like ground level concepts and stuff, like meaning what's immediately just happening in the vicinity, like what's immediately like present in front of you. We talk on these streams. I listen to like hours of streamers and stuff where it's always in like the meta. It's always talking like about concepts like in general, like a higher order and stuff. It's not. I kind of forfeited my ability to talk about things in that sense. You know what I mean? I find it cringe, and it's like, I don't know. You have to be able to endure that day in and day out if you are going to be in these like girls' purview. I question whether it's even worth it. Like, it might actually just be better to be pussyless and kind of nerd out on like WoW or nerd out with books and
interacting with women is like something that you almost have to do strategically and go into it with completely ulterior motives to glean anything useful from it.
guys are ripping me because Dashboard called me a fed. That's because I was talking to his buddy First. Like, yeah, we've got a long history. Like, I did a lot of streams with First back in the day. Like, let's just get this on record. Hell by the Dashboard light DM me, and he thanked me for my streams. And he had some film requests. He thought I did a really good job on our Western. I could screen share him on like Discord, but I'm not going to do that to him. I don't want to share private messages. But Dashboard did DM me, and he thanked me for the work that I've done on the live streams. And he did kind of he was a little suspicious of me in the beginning, but he learned to like he was in my live chat a lot. Even Western Decline was with me, and we were doing these streams. He was in the live chat. He was a little annoyed by me because I was talking to one of his buddies First on from Inselmatic. So I have no ill will towards him. He doesn't have any ill will towards me. He had some movie suggestions. He wanted me to talk about some of these older films involving Jews. I got to look it up. I can't remember what.
I think what was the question earlier about this sphere stagnating? I think that's what will. Whenever Dashboard returns, whether it's 6 months from now or 6 years from now, the pearls that will be cast from his time away, I think, will be what it requires to push this any further.
I think. I mean, I hate to do the whole like kiss ass or whatever, but Dashboard is the GOAT. Yeah, you're right. JWBS. Dashboard's the GOAT. Like that guy. Like people say he's like, oh, he did some in real life like streams, and like people are saying he was fat or they saw him in like in a reflection. It's like, fuck you, dude. I don't care if he's ugly, fat, tall, short. The guy was a brilliant YouTube streamer, and he put out some of the most just he was just such a front runner with a lot of like the talking points and the situation that a lot of men face in the world. Like, you can't really like, I don't even care if you made fun of me or talk shit about me. But in fact, he did the opposite. He's DM'd me like multiple times and told me I was doing a good job. So I like Hell by the Dashboard Light. I hope he comes back, and I have nothing but reverence for that guy. I think he's sort of he was on point and foundational, and just one of the great micro streamers of all time. And I don't know if you call him a micro streamer, but he didn't get monetization. He didn't get all this fame and wealth, but he put out information that most people could. He saw it first. So he's highbrow. I love that dude.
Yeah, it takes a lot to just totally break with convention and go not just against the grain, but to kind of overhaul everything, all the groundwork that had been laid by Manospherians that were trying to take their analysis in a really psychological direction, and he just slammed the brakes on it and said, no, it's demography and we can quantify it.
Why should he keep streaming? Like he deserves to get paid. I hope he ascended. I hope he went to Germany and found like a nice like virgin wife or whatever. I don't know if that's what happened, but like all this ridicule and like criticism from this community, like he's literally like one of the greatest thinkers on YouTube of all time. Like
people who watch this stuff, dude, people who watch your stuff and like Dashboard stuff are scum. Like I'd say 9 out of 10 people that listen to me are scum. Like they're people who I'd want to spit in their face if I ever crossed them in real life. Like they're dirtbags, dude. They'll leech you, they'll hang on his every word, but it's like they're dirtbags. They're not.
Well, Scotty Boom was streaming today and talked about Western Decline's haters. It's like, well, that's why he's so great. Like Western Decline or Hell by the Dashboard Light, these people that have been on these streams or been on the YouTube sphere, if they're getting that much hate, that means they're doing it right. They're saying things important. Why take all the
I think differently, Thomas. I have like a different take on this, and I know it's not very popular on your stream. I think that there's been there's been a jumbling together of two different, fundamentally different types of people who've been cast out of polite society, and some of them deserve to be. Maybe the majority of them, they straight up deserve to be. They exist because we live under dysgenics. Like they exist because a bunch of Jews and women rallied the government and the policymakers to lift eugenic policies. And that's why a lot of those people exist. And then you have people like Dashboard or Western or you or whatever that are losers for like a totally different reason.
There's the appropriately and the inappropriately excluded.
Yeah. The only reason why like Thomas or me is like a loser is because of like very specific and contingent historical circumstances. And with these other guys, they simply would have been losers no matter what. They're dysgenic. They wouldn't have survived without modernity and the Zog and feminism. They wouldn't have even made it. They wouldn't even be alive to be my haters. Like they're scum.
Well, Dashboard went against the grain with the eugenics stuff. Like this whole like the idea that Evo Psych, he went hard against Evo Psych, and he's right. I mean, when you go on Facebook, women worship their autistic baby or their special ed kid. Like women don't want the best children. They want retarded children. Like that's like the truth. By the way, Dashboard, I do remember a couple of film reviews he did request. I do remember he had like 4 or 5 of them, and 2 of them that he wanted me to do. And I feel kind of like bad about the fact that I haven't got to them yet, because he requested them, and he's like, I'm a big fan. So Dashboard wanted me to talk about the film Casino, and he wanted me to talk about the film Apt Pupil, the Nazi, about the Nazi neighbor. and I haven't got a chance to do that. It's on the list, so I do want to talk about the film Casino, the mobster movie.
And it's not that I'm saying I'm an Ubermensch. That's a straw man. I'm just a normal guy that's not like a dysgenic freak. That's all I am. I'm just an actual like normie. That's not a dysgenic freak, right? And the other thing too is that what was I gonna say here? There's one comment I was gonna respond to.
This idea, because you're kind of a stocky guy who like lifts weights and might have like
yeah. So blaming the underclass. It's not that I blame the underclass directly. It's the fault of like the social planners for not culling the underclass. So in a way you could say it's like, yeah, it's the underclass, but it was the responsibility of the like social planners to prevent their births. So yeah, fault always falls on the state. Like it's never, in my opinion, blame always trickles up to the very tippy top. Like even Western could talk about like his mom, right? How horrible she is, how awful she is. But it's ultimately like a failure of the state.
Yeah, I
not to
blame the state
intervene in
for
her.
putting in a position of power over me.
Yep, exactly.
In a real world, like a 70-year-old like rickety woman that's losing her mind wouldn't have any say. Like I wouldn't have to listen to her, but now they're all. Imagine that woman, but everywhere in society, she's your HR, she's your, she's
a
your
deciding
secretary
factor.
at any company.
Literally a
Yeah.
deciding factor about your whole life, like whether it's
Yeah.
economically or reproductively.
Yeah, they don't. The people that hate and detract on Dashboard or me or like you or whoever, they don't have any fruits to judge them by. They're just like disgusting naysayers. They're not like their opinion means dirt.
The things I'm most thankful for with Dashboard is the financial advice, to be honest. You know, seeing when he gave that speech about go push the shopping carts in, you know, the intelligently downwardly mobile economically put like everything on through a new perspective for me that I hadn't had before. And through that lens, my life has markedly improved. Being willing to just do that and not care has, like that's put money in my pocket. So I really appreciate that kind of perspective. Like I grew up hearing the opposite, don't ever take out a loan, like don't ever take out credit, don't pay anything back, like you got to pay it back immediately, all this other shit. I am not so sure. Your credit system isn't built around a moral 110 IQ white person operating it. It's built around like a Somalian scam artist using the credit system. So if you're not doing chargebacks, if you're not defaulting, you're the fool in that situation. You're funding people that are.
Yeah, absolutely.
Normal guy wants back on. Do you guys want me to entertain it?
I don't mind. I don't.
All right. Normal guy, you were live.
Damn, you guys talked about me like very unflatteringly.
Well, you didn't do yourself any favors.
I don't know. I feel like
I'm
Western
sorry. How
Decline-
was your piss? Was your piss good? Are we done with the piss? Are we
No, dude, that was the
are we still peeing?
N-word. No, you got me mixed up with the other guy.
Oh, okay.
No,
Well, that's
but
good.
Western Decline just literally corroborated everything I said. Didn't you?
The thing is though, is it's one of those things where like you wouldn't believe it unless you see it. Okay, like the whole game recognize game, real no real. Okay, like it has the ring of truth to me because I don't want to say similar experiences, but I've seen women in similar states
No,
often
it's
enough that I
because
can see it.
no, but I reckon that the property of like divine, how do you? I wish I had a better expression for this, but divine, like discernment. Like Western Decline's discernment is on a order and magnitude not really comparable by the other parties in this chat. I mean, that's what I reckon.
See, that's why this is annoying though. Like we already know that. Like everyone knows that already. Like you're not saying anything new, Bucko.
Yeah, but I was attacked like pretty viciously. Like I don't know
Not
about
really.
Because it comes across as humble bragging. That's why people don't like it, even if it's
Well,
true.
I'm
It's
just
like
trying to be
it's like if
honest.
you listen, yeah, I
Like,
know, but if you listen to Dismal's video, right, it came with a pile of disclaimers on it. The most recent one, where it's like, this is for sex havers, not a bunch of you incels. Like, for that kind of conversation, you almost have to give people a little warning because they get
cuckold
triggered if you
anxiety.
talk about it, or they assume that like if they just had the looks, they wouldn't be in this sphere. When
Yeah, because I feel
And when I
like the
tried to sort
Chad.
of like it, when I tried to engage your idea, you kind of didn't let me get in on it at all. You were like, no, 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 no. You kind of like held the door shut.
Okay. Well,
I was
you
trying to
guys.
go in on like your acceptance of cuckoldry, and I was trying to give
No,
like a little.
no, but check this out. Check this out. Like, let's say that you're talking. Let's say a Chad is talking to 20 bitches, right? And let's say he only can fuck about a quarter of them, right? So he kind of gets cucked by the other ones that he tried to fuck, but she decided to fuck another Chad. That's kind of like getting cucked right there. It's you know what I mean? But it doesn't change the bottom line. You're still a Chad. I look at it, if you still fuck bitches and still make them, you know,
This is
I don't want
gay.
to get too I don't want to get too graphic because I don't want to ban you guys off YouTube. But like if you're doing that, that's all the validation I need. When
That's
a woman
gay.
like because if a woman desires me, I don't feel like a cuck ever. Even if there's another situation where I tried my best to conquer this woman, but it didn't pan out and she went to the other guy because the other guy mogged me or
What's
whatever,
the point though?
then that I'm just saying like this
What
sphere,
is the
like
takeaway from this?
what this is what I'm trying to say. Like I like this sphere. I like a sphere when we can just talk about whatever. But it seems like it just has been monopolized by incels. Like what about the guys who are actually like on like leaning kind of on the Chad level? And by the way, I'm willing to show my face.
I just
Open your camera right
hold
now.
up.
Just open your camera.
I disagree with his whole premise. Like, I don't think the incels have a space. It's all red pill fucking like guys that are fucking poor me because I got laid and didn't get to go all the way, didn't get to marry and have kids. Like, guys get access to sex once in a while. The incel, actual people who don't get any affection or interest from the opposite sex, their content is non-existent. So like, the whole premise is wrong.
Just because you get sex too doesn't mean you're not an incel. Like I would reject the whole idea. I'd reject the dichotomy between like sex havers and incels. If the means that you have to go to get sex are so absurd and ridiculous, then you're an incel regardless. Like if you have to contrive and construct this whole like Fox personality to scour these dating sites and get thousands of rejections before you get a hit and go with some like 4 out of 10, like you're an incel at that point, even if you get it in. It's
Oh, and by the way, you're allowed to show your face in camera, but I'm not encouraging it. I don't like you don't have to do that. That's really all up to you, Bucko. Like if you want to show everybody how fucking handsome and how big a fucking Chad you are, that's like I'm not telling you to do that. You're on. You're live.
I honestly I don't think that you can get anywhere with women nowadays and still end up liking them. I really don't.
Yeah.
I think if you
I
have experience with them at all, you see what gets you ahead, you just end up hating them. I don't begrudge guys that are attractive that are kind of in this sphere. I think that they are the ones that should be face fagging. I think that if you're actually good looking and like you look good, not like I think I look good, you're objectively good looking, then the
dude,
best
I'm
thing you
like
can do for Black Pill is to show your face and share those thoughts because
okay. Like honestly, I know I don't want to sound like a douchebag, but like I know I just sent Collective Dismal a Telegram message.
yeah, I couldn't check it without dropping out of the stream. But if it's important, like if you guys want me to go and report back, I can do
Okay,
that.
just don't screenshot it or whatever.
You want me to drop out and
You can do that if you
Just,
want. I don't
just
really
don't like take a fucking photo of my face, please. If I do it,
I thought you did it already.
I said when I send you it, please don't like fucking take a photo of it with another phone or something and just post it everywhere.
just screenshot it. You'd be a fool to even send it, but you can do it if you want.
Okay.
Not
Yeah,
to say
prove
that-
it's you too. Prove it's you too. Be holding up like a copy of Mein Kampf or something, so we know it's you.
but by the way, like I'm not saying Dismo's gonna hurt you and try to hurt you, but like it just doesn't do you any good to share your images around the internet. Like it's not gonna help you, Bucko. Like I don't even
Yeah.
know.
He's not even saying anything contentious.
I mean,
Well,
I
like,
think it
you
will help
hold
you.
the
I think
fucking
if
phone.
you're a normgroid and you come out and parrot black pill things, I think
Yeah,
they'll
yeah,
send
yeah.
you. Who was the girl that Monday FA Monday got sent?
Fuck that! I'm calling him a liar. He already said he sent the image, and now he's saying, "Oh, I gotta
Because
still send
they
it."
they do send.
Yeah, he
you,
said he
they
sent
do
it already.
Send you like spook girls to try and de-radicalize you. This
Yeah.
does happen. Like I have experienced it. Unfortunately, none of them
Yeah.
are within a 10,000-mile radius, but they do try to.
Dude, I just wish there was a space where Incel and Chad can be comrades in the struggle that is the male struggle of the.
The
They kinda
problem is
are.
the problem is that the incels build the space, and then guys that get pussy come in and are like, "Hang on, Buckaroo, I get pussy. I'm gonna tell you how it is."
Yeah,
That's my
but
complaint with
you
anything. It's
guys
the degradation of a hobby meme everywhere, and for that
like for
reason, I
instance,
understand incels wanting to gatekeep this because the one place you can like complain about
no,
foids.
but
Now you got to
incels
deal
got
with
their
chads coming in, and then women will follow the chads, and then you got to women declaring, fuck my cursed femcel life. Like it's
right, but the Chad, but I don't like to say Chad and incel because I believe every guy is on the incel spectrum. Like it depends on the circumstances and whatnot.
sure.
Yeah, like because I remember you referred to yourself as the failed Chad. And I kind of
Yeah,
feel like
sure.
the same with Thomas White. He's probably in that category as well. In some aspects, I'm in that category as well. And maybe Collective Dismal as well. Like the four of us, we're not exactly like,
Theoretically,
a carbon
women
copy
could
of
hold.
a typical incel, right? There's a lot of like variance on each male's circumstance. And I don't like, what I mean? So it's like I like the black pill incel space just because I love, provocative conversations.
The whole thing of
This
why
has
I
nothing to do
chose.
with incel stuff.
Yeah, I agree. I do agree with what you're saying. I think yeah, theoretically women could hold the line against any guy. Like nobody's impervious to it because
Yeah,
there's
but it's
there's
sad.
no rules.
No, because
It's
I
not
lost
sad as much
I
as it's
lost a lot of
biology. Like, I don't,
relationships. I
yeah, but
lost
who
a lot I
cares?
got a
Who
lot of
cares?
heartache.
Who
I lost
cares? Who cares? Who
relationships.
cares? Who cares? Like, just I don't care about like the sentiment behind it or your moralizing of it. It's just like I just want to get right about what's happening at like a descriptive level. Like,
Yeah, because how else do we organize?
I don't care if
'Cause
you're
we need-
sad, bro. Like I just want to know what's going on. You know what I mean?
All right, we're gonna get Black Pill Backshots in on this. He wants to chime in. Go ahead, Derailed. Go ahead.
Nah, give
Derailed.
me a second. It's fucking, I have to get some water. I'm thirsty. Give me a second.
I mean, I'm just gonna say it, guys, and I'm not trying to be mean to Normal Guy. I'm glad you called in, Normal Guy, and
He's kind of right about like most things.
I'm just so unimpressed with this call. Like, it's just like
He's right about things, but he doesn't know how to like get the argument across the line.
But I don't.
The
But
stuff
I also,
he's right about is like seeing a UFO and trying to convince normies of it. Like you're better off just not talking about it because the
Mhm.
average person hasn't experienced it, and they're just gonna they're gonna naysay even if it's completely like accurate. You just
No,
kind of
and-
gotta.
The reason me and Thomas are like in a bit of a different camp or whatever, and this is why I chose the name, like the Collective Dismal, right? Because I think it's not like a problem that is reserved for people that are deprived of sex or whatever. Like guys in relationships too, but who are like far right in their leanings or whatever. Like you can hear my stories, right? It's arguably worse. Like it's getting run through the ringer, like on the other side of the fence where you knew this stuff and you like bit the hook anyways. It is a bit more broad. Like I don't like when
I believe he gets
sexless
sex.
men
Guys,
try to
just
shove
out of
people
it. I
out.
believe he might get sex and he's not totally ugly. But you're just boring to me. You're like the most boring caller of all time. And I'm not trying to be mean, but like I believe you probably got laid.
I don't
and
like how he doesn't let people like actually engage his idea. He just continues to sort of like put his hand over their mouth or whatever.
All right. go
Remember
ahead.
Dismal, like I don't know, like a year ago or two, or it was maybe a year ago, you were saying like how stupid it is for there to be this dashboardian versus like lookisms type of thing. Hey, no offense, Western Decline, are you breathing in the mic? Like, I'm sorry,
Oh, sorry, man.
it kills me. I'm just yeah.
No, I'll put that back.
Yeah, because I have fucking horrible working memory. Like I have Nick working memory. So if like you sniff, if like I hear someone like bark, it just fucking blows my cash. But anyways, I can remember. So you're talking about like the dashboardian, the oofy doofy versus lookism and whatever. And I think what's his name? Collected Dismal, he said he had this like nominalist viewpoint. He says, you know, it's all happening. It's stochastic. It's random. You see like everything. Even I think where he is, he said in Toronto, you see like these hodgepodge like matches. You see all like the Rubik's Cube phenomenon that Western Decline said, where you have like, you know, just it could be interracial, it could be same sex, it could be anything. But so what I noticed like so I had this job and I was like, basically, it's security. I'll just say it. So like, I was posted at this hotel, and then from what I'd seen at the hotel, it was like when I went to the hotel, whatever, I saw like I know people could deny what I saw. Like I took some video proof, but I saw like the prototypical like you know strong guy, the masculine like white guy with the attractive woman. I saw the chads and whatnot, and I'll see how this turns like after this. So I see all these like things in real life of the chad with the he has two girls on him, like everything that like I saw basically. I threw everything out the air of like in this sphere regarding like these caveated like mismatches, everything like that I saw. I could basically erase all my knowledge from the past 10 years and say, hey, you know, I could be some newbie and say, yeah, it's I see attractive girls with a woman. But however, this is where things take a turn. And so I checked some like Zoomer like the homecoming prom couples or whatever. And then I think in California. And then I also check like my brother's like college and whatnot. And then it's like I mean, I'm not gonna say it's hard to like quantify like looks or whatever to give my like example of how I look or like my brother or whatever. But my brother is basically he's like 5'7". He's not good looking at all. He's in a way we have the same genes in a way. Like we're both like socially inept, like neurotic, kind of like soft spoken. And I think like he luckily by the skin of his teeth somehow got like a moderately attractive girlfriend. It's like out of anyone, like I thought like he was gonna be destined to be incel like forever. And it's like you see something like that, and like you see everyone in this fear, and you're like, or like everyone's struggling and whatnot, and it just like fucking mind boggles you. And it's
All
like
right.
there's something to that X factor. There's something to that. There's some,
Derailed. Black pill back shots. Just take a breath, Bucko. You're a smart guy. Relax, okay, man. Like I don't know why you're so
I mean, his brother's succeeding the same reason my younger brother is they have the turbo normie veneer. Like his brother's neurotypical compared to him.
yeah, perhaps, but it's like
before you say anything, I'll let you speak and just give me a second. Everything you're saying is sort of it rings true with my personal experience. I believe that I'm better than my brother in just about every way, and he would even admit that. But he had more success with women in high school through college years, through our mid 20s, my brother was fatter, shorter, you know, you would think less desirable to women, and he had far more success with women. So this idea, like, that's why I push back with the fucking Chad and, you know, all this lookism shit. Because my brother is got a fat head. He's a ginger. I'm taller than him. I'm more successful in sport or, you know, any athletic activity. You know, a lot of things that we could compare each other to. It's like I'm quote unquote superior, and he had 10 times this. I wouldn't say 10 times, but far more success than I did, especially in his youth. He didn't even shower. I mean, my brother was a
Yeah.
disgusting fucking. He was a pothead. He'd smoke weed, watch porn, fucking lay around in his fucking mattress without a fucking bed frame or a fucking sheet on it. He'd sleep on a bare mattress on the floor, and he got way better tail than I did when I was a fucking teenager.
This is so relatable. This is just like my brother.
I think the caveat with my brother is like, because I kind of observed like his social circle, like in high school, basically it was like a couple dudes and they were like bobbing in a pool. And then there was this horse tooth, like gook, very ugly. And at it, like she was hanging on the side of the pool, and there was this white, like mid-tier normie that would like caress her leg. And I guess she ended up dating him. But I remember today in some Discord, like text chat, Dismal brought up a point of like the whole wing woman thing of like, hey, you could, what if you use your sister as pre-selection and this and that. But I think I figured it out. The girl that my brother like was with is with whatever, I did a little sleuthing through her like Instagram story because I'm good at this sort of thing, and I found like the missing link. I think she's friends, like the common denominator is she's friends with that horsetooth gook girl. So my brother being like an orbiter for that horsetooth gook, she ended up vouching for him, and I think like
It's
as
not
a
just
safe choice.
pre-selection.
Yeah.
The point goes like a level beyond pre-selection because the woman can go to like say a younger woman. I think not to use like WD as the example, but his sister's like a couple years older, whatever. She could almost use that like age kind of thing and go to a bit of a younger girl and kind of leverage the guys in that grade to put pressure on her, like, hey, you kind of hang out with my brother. Like, this was probably normal. And it's not even like pre-selection. Like, it's almost like, I don't want to say grooming because that has like
Negative connotations.
yeah, it
even
has
if
like a
is-
different
Even
connotation.
if it is the bride and groom.
But she could go to like kind of a younger girl and just like not even directly, but to the guys in her, or like the guys that kind of simped for her and be like, you putting some pressure here on them to include like you in this social orbit. You know what I mean? But
Remember,
people won't do that
Dismal,
for
you
the-
had that voice clip. I don't think it was like in Telegram, and you said, you know, if you're just that guy on the outside, you don't have like that mutual friend like crossing the boundary, you'll never be in. And you could end up basically like these guys that could be, this guy could very well be a Chad, but he just doesn't have that social capital. He's just on the outside. So he's just like, he's shooting in the dark basically. He can never like string anything together. And you have like a guy like my brother who he has no effort at all, and then it just something like that falls in his lap. While like yeah, the Chad he got lays and all this shit, or like not he doesn't even have to be a Chad even. It's just the ROI. You have all these guys on the outside. They don't have this like social capital, this mutualistic thing working
I
for
think
them.
what it
It's
is,
too
and
much
I've been trying
ROI.
Holy shit. Fucking Scotty Boom, you're on blast, bucko. We got Western Decline, we got fucking Black Pill Backshots, my brother, all of our little brothers who are like short and just like potheads or, you know, screw ups or whatever. they got all the tail. It's so wild, guys. You can't, it's not an equation.
I didn't get all the tail, but I sort of played that role in my relationship with my brother for sure. He's a lot more well put together, a lot more.
Well, your
like-
brother's older than you?
yeah, he's 3 years older. Yeah,
And you're like more, you're reproductively successful. He's not, like, correct?
he's a total true cell. Like he's the closest thing to a true cell. I've never even seen anything in this sphere. Like,
we got 5 people on panel here, and their short little brother, or their older brother, whatever. They're the less desirable, you know, kin was, you know, getting all the sex.
But basically, this one, the whole thing, because I was corresponding, I shared this with like First or whatever, and he would never. The reason why, because like I basically, what happens is like First or that Mamoon shit is fucking dead, because basically Mamoon, how it was, like it was keep on going, like the whole Discord. I'll tell you the backstory. Basically, it was just Dashboard, and then First in Dashboard they have this little feud about like Shangri-La. Where is it? Because apparently a long time ago, Dashboard was trying to find the best demographics around America, and apparently he didn't find it. And then he like switched to something else, like Germany is the best. And actually, First he co-signed that. And I remember Dashboard. He sent me some like videos, and I've had all these clips, and you see this plaza that had like the most. It was like the best demographics ever. You have like maybe like 100 like young people outside because I remember I was talking to Steve Hoka, and it's like you go outside as a young guy to a store or like anywhere, and it's 80% fucking
At the
boomers. You
end of
don't
the
even see
day,
anyone
dude,
your age. It's like it's crazy. It's like
I
the
know, but at
pyramid
the
is
end of
fucked
the
up.
day, I think the biggest hurdle for most people in this sphere, like again, you were in my chat. There's a guy in there who's
Yeah.
like very good looking. He was a D1 athlete. He's a very good looking, smart guy. But he's very austere. He doesn't like smile. He's a very serious guy. I don't think he would be able to like the way that Dustin like would be with women, where it's just constant like. It's hard to explain. It's just they don't want to play that game. They don't want to be like emotionally.
That's what he was telling me of this first. He said they don't want like neurotic guys like us. Again, some guy I know in the chat, some guys are
And
gonna laugh because it's like
austerity. I think I
yeah,
really have to stress that point. Like austerity, I think is the biggest kind of.
when
You
I
know
when
what
I
I
say
mean?
this
These
though,
guys are very serious.
I get the secondhand embarrassment because I just in my head I just feel guys in the chat typing, "Oh man, if you're attractive enough, like a 8, it would offset all this like behavioral subtle stuff." Even though
Dude.
it seems like I'm talking like pretty normal
No,
like
no,
to
it
people in
doesn't.
real life.
If you can get discarded for anything, you can get discarded for anything. Like they have their list for a reason, and if you fail any part of it, you're getting thrown in the garbage can.
Yeah, I'm actually blacklisted from like normies in high school in a way because what would happen is the chads or whatever, they'd be cool with me and I would like roast. I would like do all these things, like I would like do these little raps, these little quips because I could like write and whatever. I would do all these writtens like Eminem or whatever. And so they would invite me or whatever, but I would never show up because I know
Dude,
how I would feel. But I would go on these Xbox Live parties and I roast these Chaz Tyrones or whatever, and they would never think it would come from me. But what I realized is there's like within that hierarchy, there's guys like on the middle part, and they don't like if you let's say we like how we're talking right now. Let's say I explain an idea, those guys get intimidated by you talking, dude. They get intimidated by you talking, and they get slighted. They get like they feel like they're getting
Yeah,
the
because
inferiority complex. So you're
you're
mogging them.
cutting ahead of them socially by being able to even speak publicly in like
Yeah,
an
and
open
you
forum.
get kind of you feel like you're getting blackballed, and then they'll start bringing up personal stuff, and it's like it's fine on the Xbox mic because you can just fire back, but it's like in real life, it's never gonna you're gonna be persona non grata, so
On
it's never gonna work.
on what Dismal was saying about guys that just don't want to play the game or whatever. I had like a Giga Chad friend or acquaintance from high school. Like he was the starting center and quarterback for the basketball and football team in my high school. And he was like tall, he was attractive, like exactly what you'd expect from that kind of a demographic, but I hadn't seen him since I dropped out of high school. And I drove past him one time in traffic, and my brother actually pointed him out to us and went, "Oh, hey, that's so and so. Like we went to school with him." And apparently, what happened to this guy is he had like the like Stacy girlfriend all through high school and everything, and he looked so miserable in that car. And my brother starts telling me about the backstory of this guy. Is that he went to like University of British Columbia here for football, and he went from being like the star, right, like starting quarterback and everything, to like sixth string quarterback. Like three guys had to call in sick before he'd even get any to even step on the field, kind of thing. And he got really ill one year and had to have like surgery, and his sports career basically ended. and his girlfriend that had been with him all through high school and everything left him. As soon as it became clear that he's not making it D1 or whatever,
Oof.
she immediately left. And
No,
I could tell that it just buck broke this guy. He kind of involuntarily got turned into the kind of guy that Dismal's describing, because he does not look like he'd ever trust another woman after that.
Derailed. I'll bring you back on. I don't know. You left on your own. I didn't kick you. I don't know what happened. You can come back if you want. All right, Solo. You were live on the TW.
Bitch, they owe we taxes. Pull up trying to make that bullshit, nigga. We scrapping. 40 down my bay. I can hold on like a weak bladder. I popped the nigga and I forgot about him a week later, nigga. Happy New Year, nigga.
Okay.
Oh, we have to have our resident homie call in. It's just how it goes. But it was kind of funny. But yeah, Derailed, you can come back if you want. Just, I don't know, figure it out. I don't know. You always have problems with your tech. I mean, I thought you were a Jeep. Figure it out. Like, what happened to you, man? I thought you were like, you were like a tech guy. Relink it. Now you want me to relink it? Are you that fucking... Oh, God. All right, I'll put the link in the chat. And by the way, anybody can call in. Scotty Boom. By the way, I'm not trying to be mean to you, Scotty Boom. I like your channel. I just, I disagree with some of your takes, but you're
Scotty Boom has been my go-to background noise while I try to get things done.
Yeah, he's all right. I like Scotty Boom because he's just like he seems like he's not like a bad faith actor or whatever. And yeah, you should call in, Bucko. Derailed, you're back on, Bucko.
Yeah, if they kick me, I'm getting throttled or some shit. So yeah, by the Jews.
I don't know what you did.
This has nothing to do with anything, but you're talking about chess and Elo. Have you ever decided to like just try it, like chess or whatever, like online Caravan or whatever, just for fun? Never.
No, I'm scared I'll get IQ checked and hate myself afterwards.
No, basically, so I was playing against the most retarded guy ever. This guy's Scoreman, and then like he didn't beat me. He drawed me, but it was because basically, and this I could tie in this whole working memory thing before that Dismal alluded to. It's one of my favorite points from him. Basically, so chess, how I used to remember it growing up, I never kind of liked it because when you play chess, like your boomer parents or whatever, it takes them an hour to make a fucking move. But basically, how it's supposed to be played, like blitz chess or whatever, you have 3 minutes, and it basically constrains your working memory. So like I play that my friend the Nig from Discord Jamsfire, and his brain just like shuts down every time it's 3 minutes. So it's like I make it 10. But so I made it 10 for this spick, Air Mando. And he took him like 4 minutes to make a move, even though he had like good moves. And I kind of figured out as I was playing chess, I figured out the racial hierarchy for IQ. And it's like, I mean, I don't know if it's a racial hierarchy, but at least from what I noticed, it's like the Azerbaijanis, like the Russians, like the some Eastern Europeans, because I know like Slavs are dumb, but they have like they have these extremes of like IQ. They have like
derailed. I'll just let me slow down, Bucko. Like you gotta just relax. Like
my brain works too fast. I'm sorry.
They can hit a pot or something. Like just chill. But
I have a story about that too.
Eastern Europeans are on this, it's like the bell curve. They're on one end and the other. They're not this sort of averager, they have the average where it's in the middle or, relatively high IQ. Like, no, Ted Kaczynski, our, Uncle Ted was a Slav and he was in Harvard and as a teenager. And we all understand this. Like these Eastern Europeans, they dominated chess. They're some of the smartest people in the world, but they're full of fucking like retards too. Like the Polacks and the Russians, like they're full of retards and stupid people, but they have some of the smartest people. So like that's sort of like objective. That's like the truth. Like some of the smartest people in the world are Slavs. That's not a fucking like lie.
The black pill of the IQ pill of chess is why you should never pursue it, is because at the top, and you kind of figure it out, like some of these high IQ Slavs, like there was this what's the guy's name? Dismal some he had the most contributions as like a astrophysicist, like John Newman or something. That guy could do like 6 by 6 like digits like multiplication in his head because he had this insane working memory. And these guys, like the top guy, he like Magnus Carlsen, who's recurringly winning, he can basically play blindfold chess against 10 people. So he's memorizing like all these moves in his head. And that's what they say drove Bobby Fischer crazy. Now that I've gotten into the chess, I'm gonna look up some of the Bobby Fischer thing. But they're saying he went crazy because he kept on like studying chess and like memorizing all these games. But he did say he was gang stalked like that Terry Davis guy with the Jews. So like I do think there's something there.
Well, they
And
did conspire to
yeah.
defeat him. The Russians conspired to defeat him. And I used to play chess as a child. I think chess is a great game, but much like most games, they get ruined through, like, people figure things out. When you're
Mhm.
playing a video game, people find out the like little like shortcuts. They find out the trick moves. They find out the advantages. Like it ruins the fun of the game when everyone knows
I know what you're
all
saying.
the- everybody knows like the ways to sort of outmaneuver the opponent through whatever tactics. Like the
So
game,
there's you kind of
game-
figure out when you're playing the Jeets are like middling of the IQ, like they're average or whatever. But what happens in like the Jeets, they spend all day on this fucking chess. I guess they don't have anything to do. So like they'll study these gambits, and what the gambit is, they'll bring their queen out, they'll bring another like bishop behind it, and then they'll basically get you in an instant checkmate. So what I do is like when there's a time constraint, I just bring out my queen. I just like it's kind of like a Fast and Furious movie when you have a car and you're just going full speed ahead at the other car. I just don't budge and I just fucking trade the queen, and they just short circuit instantly. They don't expect that. But I forget where I was going with this. Fuck.
well, what the chess has
Oh
been
yeah.
through like memory and just having like having all the moves kind of it's all memory. It's all
Apparently that Toby Maguire, I saw there's some movie of like
Monster. Great movie. Great movie.
I'm gonna watch that one with the he stars as Bobby Fischer, and they're saying like in the comments they're saying that he does better in that movie as an actor than in Spider-Man. People were saying that in Spider-Man he didn't actually act his best like in other films. Yeah.
Derailed. Like I watched the original Spider-Man films with what's his name? You said his name. What's his name?
Tobey Maguire.
Tobey Maguire. Yeah, I didn't like him. I didn't like him in his early years, and I've kind of grown a fondness for. I really liked him in that movie, Pawn Sacrifice. Like I thought he hit a home run. Tobey Maguire is an awesome dude, and he's like not even. He's like not even like he's like a 5. He's just like a normie, doofy white guy. But he's had some good. I've come to like sort of have a more. I don't know. I kind of admire Tobey Maguire. I think he's one of the better actors in Hollywood. I think he's fucking like suicided his career. Like I don't know. I haven't seen him around, and he hates the media and paparazzis. But no, Tobey Maguire is like pretty badass. I like him, and the fact that he did the movie Pawn Sacrifice, doing a biopic on the greatest chess Bobby Fischer movie, like that's fucking badass. Like what a fucking legend for doing that movie.
Yeah, I think that highlights the real like geniuses that used to. I mean, Bobby Fischer, I guess he's Hungarian or whatever, but it's like he was born in America, and it's like you used to have like these brilliant guys back in the 20th century. And it's like I think Dismal, like he's been saying in his Telegram chat, he says, the 20th century philosophers, they probably have 40 IQ points than the people now. It's like you never like experienced like these guys' brilliance, like because like there's another guy Kasparov, another famous chess player. He memorized like every single chess move ever. It's
Gary
like, yeah,
Kasparov, there's always
yeah.
something so based about chess masters. Like Gary Kasparov is into new chronology.
What's that?
Like these guys that think that like the Old Testament is like newer than the New Testament, and they think that like Rome and ancient Egypt like overlapped and stuff. I think we're in the year 1500.
And like the 1,000-year reign of Jesus or whatever already happened.
Yeah.
Well, the
It's
memorization,
wild, man. That shit melted my fucking brain when I deep dived it.
Oh yeah, but to sum up the whole chess point, it was actually just the racial hierarchy point. I've never lost to a black or Hispanic from anywhere, anywhere. I've never ever. And Hispanic, like I'm laughing. Every time there's a Hispanic, like there'll be like I play bullet chess because it's like because I have this like speedy like mind or whatever. So like I know that I know when like
Derail. Let me interrupt you. Like I
my
know.
fault, my fault.
Well, no, let me just interrupt you for a second. Like, slow down. But the thing is like I know what you think, or like I get what you're saying when you're annoyed with these like boomers who take forever to make a move on a chess game. Like I go
Yeah.
out to the golf course with my friends. I don't do practice swings. You know, I get these guys. They do a fucking 2-minute setup where they do a practice swing and they move around and they do all this bullshit to set up before they shoot a fucking shot on a golf swing. Like I just get up and hit the ball, and like it's just it's like you're wasting. When you're on a golf course, you're with three other people. It's a team of 4, 4 people out on the course, and you have to wait for other people. And with much like chess, you're waiting for the opponent to make his move, and you're like fucking ready to fucking rip his head off because he takes forever.
I kind of realize with anything, like it could be Call of Duty, anything, if there's like a bottleneck of like your body like inputting the sensory output, you should just give up. I should just give up because like everyone else is just clear. It's just intuitive. It's just smooth.
Just
like
to
the
answer
back of their
Saint, not
hands.
to cut you off, but just to answer
fine.
Saint in the chat, the guy's name who came up with this is Anatoly Fomenko. He's a Russian math genius who I'm not going to get into it here. But
Oh yeah, damn.
look up Anatoly Fomenko in the new chronology.
The running down the clock thing is like an actual strategy in a lot of these kind of games, though. Like
Yeah, I'm expert at that. Yeah.
Patience is weaponized. Like, at least in Hearthstone, you used to get it was just like an online card game, but you'd get a certain amount of time allotted to make your turn, at which point a rope would cross the game board, and when it burned down, your time ended automatically. It was like a candle wick. And people would call it roping your opponent, where even if you only have one move to make on that turn, or even no moves to make, you let the whole time elapse anyway to tilt your opponent. You rope
Scotty
them.
Boom, you're in the chat talking Russians aren't good at chess. They've dominated chess all.
They're dominating throughout this 20th century until
maybe some
Bobby
of them are
Fischer.
Jews.
Yeah.
Let's get that out of the way. I mean, yeah, some of these Russian Jews, but Russians have always been good at chess, and they're also
Yeah.
good at that other one. What's that other game they play?
Fuck, I
Not
don't know.
the one that backgammon, or what do they call that game?
Go.
No, Go is the Chinese. Backgammon is what Java plays, but I never heard, like
Yeah,
seen it up here.
Backgammon's like a Russian game too. They're good at that too.
That guy Java is fond of that dismal, that backgammon.
Or did you say he was the best? Did I read it wrong? Or super
Yeah.
good? Oh, no. Russians are okay. I read yours. I'm sorry, Scotty. Yeah, I read yours. I'm sorry, Scotty Boom. I
I can't play games.
Reddit.
I'm not like a strategic thinker.
Yeah, you're right. Russians are good at chess, but they have more time to play chess because what else are they going to do? I mean, they're out in the woods playing with.
Yeah.
I think chess prior to the start of the 21st century was kind of like what soccer has become for international sport, where the barrier of entry is so low that you actually get a good picture of the intelligence across the world based off of it, because for the most part, if people want to play chess, they can. Same with soccer, you need a ball in open space.
All right, we've got Celtic Cat on. I'll just add you. I don't need to kick anybody. You all, you want to hang around, Backpill?
Yeah.
You can hang around. All right, Celtic Cat, you were live.
Oh,
Dude.
bro, it's over. I got you. Oh man, Happy New Year. Shit.
Was that a dick flasher?
Yeah.
Oh, I was
good
looking at
that
the
was amazing.
comments.
Celtic Cat, holy shit. A good one.
The New Year's Gooner is here.
It's a white guy too. Actually, you never know. You never know. Jewish. Could be the other guy.
I looked away literally.
I'm not
just
gonna
to check
lie,
the
guys.
comments.
I'm not gonna lie. His dick was so small. Like I don't think we've seen.
No, it's the same guy on Hoka. It's the same person everywhere.
Dude, I know who it is. I told you.
Fags, right?
It's Fags, bro. Me and Eschenfelder, literally. Like, we saw it. We were streaming, and he did it. And I'm like, oh, that's Fags. Because the camera, like, lagged, and I saw
The lighting,
one
too. I think
single
he had a
frame.
lamp. I think up on the lamp, too. It's like a lamp.
One single frame was his face. Like, you know how the stream on, you know how the the video feature on StreamYard, it's like so shit it drags, and you see like the last frame was his face. His face, 100%. I
That's
saw
why
his face,
OBS, like when Celtic Cat actually uses OBS,
know,
OBS
that-
is superior. Like honestly, Discord.
Dude, I'm not even mad.
I know it's him, bro. Like,
I'm not even gonna get mad about it. Like I don't care.
I think it's funny as fucking.
You didn't even see anything.
Yeah.
I didn't even see anything. You really got a little wanger there, Bucko. Like
Yeah, it was
But I
all
mean-
hand.
And at the end of the day, dude, look at the banning, dude. Like this shit's gonna get banned. Like it's just inevitable. We get one ban now, like a ban hammer. Used to have something in Halo called the ban hammer or something like that. You just get hit, you're done. They don't give you strikes anymore. Yeah.
I don't think that could be anybody but a Jew. I mean, nobody would do that except for a Jew, right, guys? Like, gotta be
Speaking
true.
of Jews, did you see Western Decline that Bronze Age pervert? He's trying to get in on like he's on the incel thing. He's saying, incels don't want prostitutes. Like these guys are all chiming in. They know it's like hot real estate. It's like just so gay. It's just like they're behind the 8 ball kind of, and they're all trying to get in now. Like everyone's trying to clamor in.
Yeah, they're like a crab that has outgrown its seashell that it found on the bottom of the ocean, and that seashell was the red pill. Now they're all trying to go like change up and pretend they're in a different longhouse now.
I don't believe this collab thing. I don't believe this looks maxing thing is black pill. And first would like concur because it's like looks maxing gives you the illusion that you could actually, it's like white pill in a way because it's like you can fix this one facial flaw. And if I fix this, I could hold on to hope until it's finished. And then I can ascend or whatever. You're not like accepting the fatalism type of thing. And I don't watch Rehab Room. I haven't watched, but actually I do because there's actually nothing. So I do watch maybe a few videos. And yeah, it's obviously the guy's mid, whatever. But there was one video, and like at the end of the day, I'm not looking at Rehab Room for him and his ethnic acts and all this shit. I'm looking at him for like the shit that he's gonna splice in the video because he does have some good production of splicing some clips in that I need to see. And basically, what it was Clav versus in Myron Gaines, and you would think because I've seen even if you're scrolling TikTok, you'll have like Myron Gaines with his like horrible balding head. He was like, they like bald guys. He'd be coping his ass off, and then Clav will be like, "You gotta get that minoxidil foam, bro." And I see this ad so many times on TikTok. But basically, what I saw. This Clav guy, man, he's selling out early. I think he looks up to Nick Fuentes. He's seeing how Nick Fuentes is like going civic nationalist, like going moderate. He's getting more money.
He's
and
a state actor.
Yeah,
but Dismal, seriously, bro. Like,
There's nothing
what is-
interesting.
What do you think about the clavicular? Like
there's nothing. There's no substance of that guy, dude.
Anybody that has more than like 700 subs is like, they're not interesting.
I think after Andrew Tate ran his course, like clavicular kind of was like the successor to Andrew Tate.
It's a good point. That's a great point. too.
Also, at that age, it's
guys,
hard to have insights.
guys.
Like 19.
That's a great point.
guys, I DM'd Western Decline a couple days ago, and to me, it's like this new Andrew Tate hamster wheel. Like,
Yeah, basic same
You have
shit.
Yeah,
You have-
WD is right, and Amnesiac is
Amnesiac.
right. Like
you
it's
have
gonna be.
you have to break your face and like get jaw surgery.
He's not even doing it either. He knows the complications. He knows like you're gonna get nerve damage. And I used to the way I came in this Blackfoot sphere. Unfortunately, I fucking looked up all this stupid anatomy and I fucking memorized all this shit. And basically, so there's I have a Western Clan. He posted this. There was this funny quote tweet. Basically, it showed this woman and she says, "Oh, it's so bad for us women. We have to wear heels and it hurts our feet." And then Western Decline quote tweeted with this infamous. It's like the Lafort. It shows like the different types of surgeries. Like the first one, like it's like less severe to most severe. So Lafort 1 is where they just advance the lower two jaws. Then there's the Lafort 2. This is where like for people
The
that are not
problem with
acquainted.
this is that they're not looking holistically at like facial harmony.
Yeah, it could be uncanny. I retweeted that clip.
It's
from you said.
inevitably uncanny, bro. There's this in the fascia, like that kind of strip of it's fascia. It's not. Quite
Yeah, I
like
know. Rich
tendon.
Piana used to stretch his fascia. I remember that. He was very
Yeah, but on
flexible.
the bottom of the foot, right? There's if you sever that, surgeons can never put it back together, right? Because it's tensioned a very certain way that it's almost like
That's
what
interesting. Yeah, good take.
like fine tuning apologists for God. next to the eyeball, like usually they'll point to the eyeball and say like, "There's no way it's so fine tuned," right? And then second, one of the things is like the bottom of the foot. They can't even do that. Okay. And so when you look at humans, we have the same ability to categorize faces as like a bloodhound would to categorize smells, right? Basically, that's our forte. You can't just even if somebody's ugly, their face is in a certain kind of ratio and balance that's like whether you want to say evolution or whatever, but it's like that way because their ancestry and stuff like this, right? You can't go in and just like pluck out a particular feature of somebody's face and change it. Even if you can say they look better when you kind of isolate that region, but they look fucking weird. They look uncanny. Like it sets off weird alarm bells in people when we see them.
So there's this. I'm gonna. It's
Well,
gonna get.
before you say anything, to me, the clavicular thing, it's like it's like a treasure map of where you never find the treasure. Like
those guys like Clav, they have a good base to start from, and
well, it's a hamster wheel. Like you're just gonna like, you're just gonna be running in circles. You're never gonna gain anything, and like it just seems all Jewish to me.
I think most people, there's no like massive improvement, like maybe for some woman, because for the woman, these surgeries always work because with guys, their ratio, they have more like facial flaws in the sense their faces are more like dimorphic. So what happens is like your jaw just becomes like longer, more down swung. So it's like it's harder to work with. It's like more delicate to work with, like a man's skull than a fucking woman's skull. 'Cause it's very compact. It's like a small circle. It's hard to like really fuck that up. But with a guy's like the facial features, it's a lot more harder to. And yeah,
Like
it always ends up getting fucked up.
Derail. It's like transgender stuff. Like
yeah.
You go to the doctor and we're going to do all these things and you're going to make your life better. And it's like, it's almost like it's telling young men, like, do this, get the jaw surgery, like give Jews money and
exactly. Yeah.
We'll get you women. Like,
if you look at any of this, it just translates into more like GDP hamster wheeling. It's just that's all it does. It translates into that. That's all they want.
Well, it also perpetuates the delusion that women actually even like attractive things. For all the kvetching the red pill crowd does about clavicular being gay or being, woman brained by trying to appeal to women, he's still trying to look eugenic. And
dude, you know something interesting about let you finish, but there's something interesting about him.
Yeah, it's one thing they really want to uphold is this idea that women make eugenic selections when it's just not the case. So he still perpetuates that. He keeps that idea going. Like, look, I faked these desirable traits, and women are selected.
Yeah, that's something I noticed. The faking of the dark triad.
Just wait a second. Like, just real quick. Like, at the end of the day, like, wealth and riches, you can be. Well, I kind of wonder about this actually, because like you see all the fucking botched surgeries with like these women, and they look disgusting after they get plastic surgery. But like money can, if you have access to funds, like you can improve your looks, but like most people don't have like excess funds to do the mouths, to replace their teeth and do all these things to make themselves look better. Like at the end of the day,
that's the thing.
Seems tied to wealth and money. Like
exactly. You need it. It's tied to your parents' wealth and money, because for these things to make like an appreciable difference, you need them early in life. Like you're not going to go get a nice set of teeth or hair implants or Lafort or whatever it is you think that's going to save you at some point in your 20s, and all of a sudden undo all the negative reactions you have that shaped your personality because of whatever negative trait you had.
So this interesting thing to chime in on this, like why it's most beneficial to like help your child in the formative years and whatnot, and how like everyone like past a certain age, you basically like lost the ball or whatever. And so basically with this whole like looks maxing thing, what I found out is in California, basically they have this device and it splits like this top palate, and it basically it splits it in half like a barbaric way. But as a kid, it ensures that like all your teeth like fall into place. You don't have to like get them plucked as like your wisdom teeth. You don't have to get them pulled out. And so these kids like that are now like they have that the parental investment. They can reap the rewards while like yeah, these looks maxers, like the sutures, all the bones are sewed shut, and they're like at 25, 30, and they're trying to like scavenge some money together for like a negligible improvement. And you can basically calculate like from the age, because like like you can see all the bones, like how they ossify, like the clavicles at 25, et cetera, et cetera. So you're only gonna get a few millimeters of bone, compared to as a child you get like 30, 40. But for the money thing, I think that's what Clav, he like joked about. He says you need the IQ max. He just throws max at the end of anything. But he's like, you gotta have IQ because you gotta get money. And it's like we know the economy. We're in a degrowth economy. There's no fucking money for
There's
most people
no
to be
extra
made.
money. People can't
There's no
afford a
money.
Big Mac.
And it's like people got to be real with themselves. Like I kind of assess, like I mean, this is probably the most Jewish thing I'll say, but it's like I pretty much know in this whole community, like, dude, average income is 10K, bro. I know it's like Jewish penny counting. It's like that's what I figured out. It's like, dude, we have
But
no.
even if it was
Yeah.
60K, even if it was 60K, you're not getting any of these operations.
I think the average salary for incels a year in this sphere is like 10K. I swear to God, if you put all
I
that,
make
it's
like
under- yeah.
25 grand. I make like 25 grand a year usually.
Yeah, if you average everyone
25 to
together, like,
30.
because there are guys
The
in the
last
street.
3 years, the last 3 years in a row, I've earned around 30,000.
People used to rag on me for like going to jobs and like getting burned out within 2 weeks and a month, but it's like now it's a very like a prevalent thing, because like I thought I was the only one who would get like burned out over 2
I
weeks.
mean, what's the doom scroll attention span? How's that going to manifest in the employment
Oh,
world?
yeah,
It's
yes.
not going to be good.
So yeah, I got a security job now, and I'll tell you, I just dox the whole shit. So that's when I got those what's it called? Those videos of like whatever the Chads, whomever with the girls. That's because I was situated at this hotel and I got to record them. I recorded the nuptial gifting of how they have these trucks and they have the LED lights like an anglerfish. Actually, I commentated over the videos and all this shit. And it was interesting. But what I figured out was there's this old fucking Harridan hag who works the front desk, and she didn't like. I think she's so bored, or she wanted somebody to talk to, and she didn't like that. I think she knew that I was sneaking off. So I basically like Mission Impossible in the hotel. I figured out all the places with the blind spots, so I would just sit in there for hours and not do shit. So eventually they like this company, you have like these places, they'll start writing complaints. Hey, you have this employee and he's just disappearing for the whole shift. So I'm like, I end up like, because I'll be sitting there on my phone in Discord and I'll be sitting like there 10 hours, and then I'll end up like racking up like $550 or whatever, because I'll just be sitting there 10 hours on my phone like like playing games or whatever on my
Well,
YouTube.
doing your job
So-
ain't gonna get you a raise. So I mean, who
yeah,
gives
exactly. So I was doing that, and I think she instated this rule. Oh, you have to like show up or like at every hour and this and that. And I started doing that. I had to acquiesce and do that. But then like I kind of figured out she like still reported me because she was so fed up that she was a receptionist and she had to stand like and look at actual customers, and I could just like fuck off and go somewhere else. But so I got barred from that hotel, but I got stationed somewhere else. And so I kind of figured like this is where I almost lost the job basically. So I was like this place, basically all these stations that I'm like stationed at as a security guard, it's basically there's no way for me to get fired except this one place where it's like a grocery store. And basically what I have to do at a grocery store is I have to make sure there's no like homeless like loiterers, like, you know, like dumpster diving or whatever. I know it's fucking dumpster diving, but so there's basically I'm not doing the fucking job, dude. I'm not, like at all these jobs I end up sabotaging the whole fucking job, and I end up like sabotaging my employees too. Like I end up giving them all the work, whatever. I'm like it's like imagine someone carrying a boat or like rowing a boat, I'm like putting holes in it or whatever and just like chilling. Like yeah, I'm fucking.
Well,
I know I'm spiteful, but I like, but so at the job, whatever, I'll just sit in my car because it's like I'm just gonna sit in my car because there's no. All I have to do is check in every hour on my phone, like on a Discord app. So every hour I say, hey, this code, I'm checking in. So they think they're not there, so they think I'm at my job. So here's where it got fucked up. So basically there was a homeless guy, and basically I think some guy in the chat he pointed out, hey, it's interesting when you look at homeless people. There's no like ethnic. It's always some like white guy. But what I noticed is so most of the people you see as homeless, at least I'll just dox the place. Fuck it, Dallas, like DFW, like Texas or whatever. So most of the homeless people you see, they're like 40, 50-year-old like meth heads. They kind of do deserve, like look like they deserve to be homeless. They fuck themselves up, and it's like you can't feel bad for them because it's like I remember Western Decline retweeted a funny tweet. Is like, dude, if you're a boomer, how do you not end up with a yacht and like a helicopter over the mansion rich? Like, how do you? And they have no teeth too, so it's like you lost your teeth through like meth abuse. I'm guessing. Like I'm extrapolating here, but anyways, so apparently there's this courtyard or something. There's this like walkway through this restaurant, and that's where the kids like go in there. And this homeless guy went on his back and just laid there the whole shift. But unbeknownst to me, because I wasn't patrolling, I didn't know. And so they called me in the morning. They're all mad. Oh man, they have this homeless guy and they couldn't bring in the freight for the food. You didn't do shit. And I was like, oh fuck. And here's the thing. This is where it pays to
You got
be.
way too greedy, bro.
No. Wait for
Jobs
it.
like that,
Yeah.
you don't want to get too greedy.
Yeah, and I'm still doing it because I'm a freak. But anyways, so
You gotta-
this is what. Yeah.
But if you really want to be greedy, then you want to keep that fucking job. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've been there the longest insofar. So basically,
Yeah, play a long game.
Yeah, so basically what happened is I realized that again, I'm at the lowest. If you want to see the lowest drag in society, the jobs with the lowest IQ, it's either police or it's security because it's only going to be Shibuns. And then when the people that like own the corporation are going to be like actual dementia boomers. So you're going to have two deviations of IQ over them to where you could just tell them white lies. So I'll be talking, oh man, I had no idea. My bad. I'll just be running circles around them and it'll work because you have like fucking like so many. And it's some guys in the chat saying, oh man, he's this is not bragging about my IQ. It's middling. It's just over these guys. But like so basically I told the lie and whatever. But I kind of figured out it's just this one guy who fucked everything up. And so next time as I was patrolling, there's a white like a Zoomer kid, and honestly, you want guys like me to be patrolling because I actually have empathy because this is the interesting thing. Sometimes when I come around a corner, even though like I'm a skinny brown twink, people respect the fucking uniform. There's this guy who got off his bike like Sons of Anarchy, and he put out his cigarette and like fucked off. And I was like, dude, I was about to let him chill too. But so if there's a Zoomer, for example, there's one Zoomer like bad on his luck, some white Zoomer. He had like an e-bike and he has an iPad. I let him stay behind the trash can because I know like there's plausible deniability. Let's say I miss him, right? Because he's behind the trash can, and some guy reports him, whatever. I'll say, hey, my bad. I can't check anywhere. I missed him. But in this incident, this 50-year-old like bald boomer or 40-year-old bald boomer, this guy was laying on the sidewalk. And I knew I already have one infraction on this job, so I have to fucking get rid of this guy. So, and this is where I
Did
posted
they
the
actually
video
write you up? Did you get written up, like formally reprimanded for that guy
for letting
laying
this guy
down?
go. Yeah, and I got rid up for letting this guy like get off last time. So like this is where I caught him in the act, and I'm like, yo, I actually have to clear this guy or whatever. So basically, what you're supposed to do is
Dude, you're gonna squander a job where you can slack off 90% of the time because you're trying to slack off 100% of the time.
yeah, I'm making 600 a
That's
week.
a bad move.
I'm
bro.
making
That's
600 a week, like doing
you're
like fuck
fucking
all.
dog. Duriel, take a break. Take a break.
No.
You're
This
fucking
gets good.
it
This gets
up,
good.
bro.
This gets good.
All right,
The
get
story.
to the point. Hurry up. I got a caller in the back. Hurry up.
I mean, you can do that and have the dog shit call, or you're gonna have the craziest story that you can pick. Some attention
I'm
span.
saying wrap up. Like, get to your point. People in the chat are like getting annoyed. Like, what are you trying
Oh,
to
they
say?
are.
Yeah, you're
All
fucking.
right.
But you're fucking off at work and letting people do whatever they want. Like,
All right, all right. So yeah, there's this homeless guy, and he's like laying on his back. He's stone cold, like he's out. And basically, so I come up to him, and people think this is like low inhib. This is actually high inhib. So I start kicking at him because I know he's out cold. I wouldn't do this if I didn't know he was out cold. I start kicking at him, and I notice he's out cold. So I take a video and I say, "Hey, look at this excess male, Dismal. He's an excess male. He's like loitering around." I start kicking him, and he's out. So then he wakes up, and this is where Dismal alluded to in this. If you ever watched his video, N-word shit test. I take a like you want to like watch that video. What you learn from it is this guy tried to like establish some rapport with me. He tried to like fist bump me and this and that. So I didn't want to like acquiesce and fist bump him because I knew if I did that he's gonna
Yeah,
stay
you
there
gotta
forever.
no sell it. Just no sell it like the Ultimate Warrior. Literally, like
So
I
so
don't
yeah
don't give them
yeah
an
exactly
inch, bro.
yeah I didn't give him an inch, and that's where
No
he said
sell it
fuck
like the
you.
pedigree.
That this
Just
is where he said fuck you. He started getting hostile. Then he cornered me in the corner. He said I'm gonna
nope.
kill you, and I recorded it on camera. He said I'm gonna kill you. I remember I sent it to Western Decline too. And then here's where it gets crazy. So then he walks away. But I remember what you said that video about like dignity and whatever. You said, hey, sometimes in life, even though if it's not like the right thing, is totally rational, you gotta have some dignity, and you can't like get punked by the person. So as he's walking away, I call him back. And I say like kill me. I have it everything recorded. I said kill me. So then he starts lunging at me. And then I have like adrenaline dump because I
That's
haven't
what I
gotten
was
into a
trying to
fight.
say. That's what I was trying to say with Normal Guy when he was advocating like cuckoldry. It's like you have to have some line in the sand where you'll actually bang out. Like it means more to you than your life. Like with the COVID jab. You know what I mean? You have to have that line in the sand.
I
The
mean,
same guy who will allow himself to be cucked will like do anything for pragmatism.
we gotta also admit though that like the not pro cuckoldry, but cuckoldry as like an unfortunate reality is like a dashboardian point too, though, right? Because he was saying like mocking wignats and right ringers calling each other cucks, like you'd be lucky to be a cuck at this point. Like most of you are so far removed
Yeah.
from the game that like a cuck to be a cuck would be like a step in the right direction.
fucking,
Oh, 100%.
yeah,
100%.
yeah. Random lad in the chat. Happy New Year, I guess. I mean, I'm not
'Cause you-
really happy, but it's a new year. It's midnight. and
Yeah,
I'm
it's a slight interjection, Western Climb, but it's kind of funny how like I'll hear from my mom. Like it's not necessarily like it'll be like like people my age or like they could be white, they could be any race. It seems to be, I don't know, at 30, 29, they all ended up like getting a girl. They just all ended up like getting a girl. But you know how we would cope? We'd be like, hey, she got a roasty, she got scraps, whatever. But then you have guys here that are still like tethered to like wanting the GF, whatever. I'm kind of removed from that.
I say the same thing. I say the same thing, Western, that Dashboard said about like cuckoldry as I say it about slavery. It's like you're so unwanted. I said this to Mystery School and Jack Tisson. They were like, yeah, Collective Dismal, he's like telling people to hold the bag for the status quo. It's like, man, they actually don't want you to hold the bag. That's why you're getting depop. That's why everything's getting like shrinkflated.
totally,
They don't want you, dude. If they wanted you to build the pyramid, you'd be in a better position than you are right now. Like you wish you were a fucking slave. You're a useless eater.
All right, I want to.
I'll just finish the story in 20 seconds. All right. So basically, okay, the guy starts charging at me. Then I know that, like, hey, I can't do anything because, I could start a George Floyd incident, basically. So I let him chase me down the street until there's 3 roasty, like, bystanders. And I actually clock him. And he actually starts bleeding like the Passion of Christ. And now this is going to sound like a tough guy shit, but I have it recorded. I have everything, all of it recorded. And then that's when he brandishes the knife because when he was like chasing me, he's saying, you have a small dick, all this shit. He didn't expect me to actually punch him because I'm a twink. And when I actually cracked him, I hate how that cracked now has a different like meaning. But yeah, I cracked him in his cheekbone.
You cracked him?
Yeah, it has a horrible meaning now. Fucked. But yeah, I cracked him in his cheekbone, and it started bleeding like the Passion of Christ. And that's when he had to pull the knife. He's pulled the knife, but then I parried around him. And the interesting thing about that, like the woman, those Karens, the Karens thought it was a spectacle. Like they were removed from it. It's like I don't think like the woman they really like they view it as irony. Like the other like male cops when they pulled up, they viewed it as like something like serious, and they said, "Yeah, you don't get paid enough for this, bro. Next time, call us." But I was like, hey, I provoked this just for the lore. Like that guy was gonna walk away. I just provoked it just for the lore because you know how we say nothing happens. I was like, bro, there's nothing happening in my life. I just want to challenge this guy. Like, fuck it. Who cares if I die? But I probably won't do that again. That's what. Yeah, that's my lot. That's what I was thinking. I was like, fuck it. I gotta get into a fight or something. Like, I haven't been doing shit for like 10 years.
Crackheads are the worst people to get into a fight with because it's all a game of who has less to lose, man.
Yeah.
Like,
All right. I'm gonna get.
Yeah, that's it. My fault. Yeah, it took a lot of time.
Real, good call, man. We'll talk to you later, okay, man? Or I'll bring you. Or maybe I'll bring him back. All right, Dweeb, you're live, man. Go ahead.
Oh, this guy.
Yeah, you got blocked on that one, Bucko. Like you're trying to ruin the stream. Dude, he's wearing a gimp outfit. I can see him in the back.
Yeah.
Literally wearing like some gimp outfit, whacking his fucking schwa.
These are guys, dude, that hang out in like a little Discord within a Discord with critters.
Dude, you should see him. He's wearing like a gimp outfit.
No, I know this guy. Like,
dude,
he's a pedophile with
what a
critters.
loser, dude. What a loser.
Bro, he's like your biggest fan, bro. He's like your biggest follower, Thomas. This is what I'm saying, bro. Thomas, this is what I'm saying about you and Dashboard. Like, this is your biggest fan, bro.
Yeah, you're right. Like, they're all scumbags.
It's your biggest fan. Like, I'm not even joking.
What a scumbag.
This guy, bro, like, to him, it's like this song like Stan by Eminem or something. He's like Stan to your Eminem.
Wow, that's wild.
You guys love you, bro.
And by the way, I like black pill back shots. Like, I don't want to be a harsh, but like, dude, slow it down, Bucko. Like, you're all like, I don't know, you got too much Adderall in your system or something. Like, relax, bro. Like, I don't know, puff the pipe or something. Figure it out.
he's unironically the kind of guy that would benefit from abusing substances, unfortunately. And I don't want to give that advice to somebody because I don't want to be the person creating some kind of an alcohol dependency or something in somebody else. But in myself, I feel like I got held back by not drinking. If I'd been drinking in high school and everything else, like, it makes me wonder how different my life would have been. 100%. And that's what got me addicted to substances in school. Is I felt like they made me retarded enough that socialization became enjoyable.
The reason why I should have opted for alcohol instead of weed, I was like a weed head through school, but I become super insular and like non-verbal when I'm high on weed. I'm already very antisocial and introverted when I'm sober, but I would smoke weed every single day and I would literally like skip school and go home because I'm like, I don't want to talk to anybody. Whereas with Coke, honestly, if it didn't break your body down so fast, Coke is the greatest thing you could ever ingest. Like, it's just it's like just pure fucking win in powder form. It's just pure fucking win, nonstop wins at everything all the fucking time.
Dismal, I would totally do cocaine if I knew it was cocaine. That's my problem with cocaine.
I could get fish scale, like I could, but it's just it wears your fucking septum down so fast. Like it'll just destroy your body. It's a totally unsustainable.
See how even Conor McGregor types get addicted to it.
Oh my god. They say like if God made anything better than Coke, he kept it for himself. That's what they'll say. Like, it's
Amnesiac. Are you
not
still
a joke?
Amnesiac.
Yes, I'm still here.
I wanted to ask you about the clavicular. Like, what do you think's going on with this like push with him and like the you're gaining so much traction. Like, what are your thoughts about a guy like that on the internet who's like getting sort of promoted or pushed into the threads, and being talked about this like looks max bullshit? Like, what do you think about it?
Well, I would compare him to Andrew Tate. I think both him and Andrew Tate, they prescribe what would be the word? Exerting effort, maybe would be the right word. Like they prescribe you to work hard, to generate GDP, to participate in society in some form or another, because you have to make money to afford the surgery. And in Andrew Tate's case, you have to earn money to afford the Bugatti or the whatever. I think it's just a tactic to keep guys like me, guys like Western, on the hamster wheel, contributing to society, giving you this like illusion that if you keep working, if you keep looks maxing, you're just one surgery away from the big win. You're just one Bugatti away from the Stacy, even if that's not gonna
Something
be-
stinks though, right? Well, something,
Yeah,
no,
most
something
definitely.
stinks.
Nothing gets popular without like government intervention. Like I think that's what Buy My Course is. That's his like channel description. I think that's true in this case.
I'm not surprised, Eschenfelter. Van Damme doing $3,000 a day cocaine. I would not be surprised, man. That guy was a Chad too. What a Chad. He fucking fucked it up too. He was supposed to be in that movie Predator as the Predator.
Dude, everyone on coke is a Chad. That's literally like the byproduct of doing it.
You guys can look up the original Predator costume. Like the movie The Predator, like they were gonna have Van Damme as the Predator, and then they brought in some big nig to like actually make the movie worth watching. Like because he wanted to do his kung fu, and it's like that's not what you're here for, Bucko. Your little kung fu ain't gonna work against Arnold.
Amid all the best, like this is the problem with drugs is that you can't sustain any of the ones that are like actually effective. They're too detrimental to your health at too rapid a rate that it can't be maintained. Like I remember probably back in like 2012, 13, something, they had this brand of pre-workout. It was before like a lot of, I guess, USADA and all these regulations came in. It was called One More Rep, and it was loaded with amphetamines. And I would dry scoop this stuff every day, and I'm telling you, like, dude, I'd be in the gym for like 7 hours straight. I'd go to work. I was talking to everyone. I'd never miss. Like every single second of every single day, I was fucking on. But then I had to stop doing it because I was getting like heart murmurs when I'd lay in bed at night. I could feel my heartbeat was irregular, and I'm like, I either have to stop or choose death at this point. Like it's.
Oh, Scotty Boom's in the chat. Zerka was fun for a while, but his normie brother has a better life than him. Like, he slayed some whores on like Fresh and Fit, but like he's a burnout and losing his hairline, and like this idea, like like be the big hot shot and like be on the internet. Like you're not. He's just. It's almost like preferable to just not be involved in like, I don't know, getting on the internet and like doing all these crazy things. Like sounds like his goofy brother's doing better than him at life. And now he's sort of forgotten about. Like now we got all these young guys like Clavicular, and I don't know, like Zerka, he's cool. I like Zerka, and I kind of like the Clavicular.
The Clavicular didn't exist 2 weeks ago. Like it's such a state prop.
It feels
It's such a state prop.
I think he's honestly trying to be the left's answer to like a Nick Fuentes character, because Nick beefs with everybody he interacts with eventually. So eventually there will be a Clavicular Nick Fuentes fallout, and when that happens, I think he'll try to be like the non-soy like left winger to convince people to vote for Democrats or whatever.
Yeah, it's a state prop.
He's like a Chud Harry Sisson.
Well, if people
Or,
in the chat, if Clavicular if he's not Jewish, if Clavicular is not Jewish, he'll go to jail. Like with
who's the Turning Point USA guy that they brought out to replace?
Oh,
really?
The one they brought
I
out to
remember
replace
that,
him. I think there was even one beforehand too. They just had like these generic like stand-ins appear.
Is it Brylan Holly?
Yeah. And this guy will go to like colleges and stuff and just get grilled for like hours of people just giving him like hard questions, and he doesn't even flinch. He just muscles his way through it for Ben Shapiro. And like it's honestly like a marvel to see, because you just know a boomer like Piers Morgan or who the fucking all of our talk show host fags here in America too. What are they? Like Jon Stewart or any of these people would have freaked out over it as well. But I think
Yeah.
I think that's what he's going to get used for. He's going to give people a position on the left that are not actually like embarrassed to be associated with. Because the thing with that black pill so appealing is you can just declare things as a certain way, and to question it is to be like a soy jack, even if it's not true. Everything has been boiled down to the stupid like Chad versus virgin meme. Some languages have like male and female connotations towards otherwise inanimate words. I think that modern English is headed in a direction where every word that comes out of your mouth is an elaborate dog whistle, and you know immediately when you're dealing with someone, not based off of what they're saying, but the subtext of everything gives you your friend enemy distinction.
Yeah. They bake the criticism right into it, like how Jews do, where it's like to even criticize this is unwarranted because you have a pathology. The black pillars will call this just a cope, like whatever argument you try to bring against him, you're coping. The defense mechanism's like reflexive no matter what the situation.
Yeah.
I don't think that car crash looked real at all either.
So Dismal, you watched Blue Velvet?
Yeah, it was quite the film.
Why I mean, I've heard I'm supposed to watch it, like, and I didn't watch your stream or your video, your upload, because I'm like, I haven't watched the movie yet. Like, why should I watch this movie? Is it that good?
I mean, I thought so. I like, head scratchers a little more, I think.
Yeah.
You recommend some like pretty.
Well, I've been meaning to
normal
get
movies.
to it. Like, I've been meaning to get to Blue Velvet. I haven't got to it. And Buffalo 66 is another one I'm supposed to fucking
Yeah, it's a great film.
do. But you do recommend it then, huh?
Yeah, we should do more of it in the New Year's, I think.
Yeah, totally. Well, shit. I think I'm about wrapped up, guys. Fuck. I guess I could like run a list of names, but I don't think I want to do that.
The names.
I think we'll fucking skip it. When are we doing the Under the Silver Lake review? When do you guys want to do that?
I got time. Let me think for a moment.
Friday night?
Friday, no. Saturday, yes. Monday.
Saturday, I'm supposed to fucking hang out with Celtic Cat. They're doing the Train Spotting review.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'm off.
Fuck, I think I can probably make that one, but if I can't, I think Dismal can fill in for me.
Yeah, I'll hop on.
Hudson wanted to do the Train Spotting review on Saturday, which is a good movie, but Danny Boyle is the director, great director. I mean, he did the 28 Days Later movie, which was, anti-white, but still interesting.
I don't know if I fully agree with that interpretation. Like, it is a very good. He makes like a very strong argument for it, but I don't think
I can't hate the movie though. I just can't hate 28 Days Later.
Yeah, I mean, with film analysis, when you try to kind of uncover like what's coded in it or whatever, I don't think there's like some objective, like definitely this or that. He's drawing on themes in the movie and he's like interpreting them in a certain way, and he constructs a really good story about like how this movie could be anti-white for sure, but it's just like one interpretation. I'm sure some high IQ guy could make a whole alternative interpretation of the film.
Yeah, you're
And his
probably
would be compelling too, right? Like I think that I don't think like film analysis is like objective or
yeah. Western Decline. Have
it's
you heard of Train Spotting?
Not beyond the title of it.
It's a popular movie. I think it came out. It's like a European film. It's from the mid '90s. I watched it years ago. Fuck, I'll have to rewatch it if I do want
it's a
to.
great film. I think Requiem hit a lot harder in my opinion.
Yeah, there's a handful of those drug movies like Spawn.
Requiem Kids is another one.
What's that other one? SLC Punk or whatever. I forget the name. There's a few of them.
You've seen Kids?
Oh yeah. Well, no, I didn't see Kids. I watched Bully, but
What?
I've never seen. I saw Bully and I reviewed it with Pat, but I've never seen Kids.
Bruh, what?
I know I'm behind the curve.
You're the movie guy.
I know I haven't got to it yet. Fuck, I got a lot of SLC Punk was
You've
all.
never seen Kids, dude. You're a fucking millennial.
I know. I gotta get to it.
That's
I'm
insane.
fucking behind. I know it's one I haven't watched.
You've seen Requiem.
Oh fuck yeah.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, dude. Yeah, Requiem hits harder, I think, for like a junkie film.
And I do have Pi on hard copy. I still haven't watched it.
Mm.
Have you seen that, Dismal?
Yeah, for sure.
Fucking that Darren Aronofsky. What a fucking. He's such.
I don't usually return to films, so I can cover a lot more of them. I don't usually ever watch a film more than once. So
Dude, we got the fucking Gooner. We got the Gooner Gimp in the back. He left his camera on. I could totally tell it's him now.
What I couldn't see. What was he doing? Dude?
He's got his little fucking Gimp outfit in the bathroom, or
what does that mean? What is that like? I don't know if I'm
got
not.
a face mask, and he's fucking all covered in weird like glasses.
He's just like a fart huffer. Like he's the type that would be like he'd have like a funnel hooked up to a urinal. He's like,
what a loser! What a loser, dude. Faggot. Fucking faggot. Yeah, you're a faggot, dude. Yeah, you're right here.
But dude, that guy.
Yeah, what up, bitch? What up, bitch? Fuck you,
Thomas,
bitch.
that guy
Fuck
is.
your ass, boy. Fuck you, bitch.
You got a small dick.
He sounds like he wears tap out hats.
Dude, you got a small dick over there, Bucko.
Man, you're trying to trash motherfucking bitch. Look at man, she fucking niggas on the side, bitch.
Dude.
Thomas, I'm not even joking, bro. This guy was the biggest.
He was rapping earlier. He's like he's a white guy. He's a white guy, you guys. He's
Dude, Thomas,
white guy.
Boyo, I'm not even joking. This guy was like the first one to come to your defense, like unironically. This guy's like a big fan of you. I'm not even joking, bro. I'm not even like.
I'm not surprised.
This guy's like coming to your defense, like for anything said against you, like in a very dedicated way.
All right, I'm ready to wrap up, guys. Happy New Year, I guess. It's gonna be a big, boring year. Western Decline, are you coming back to YouTube?
Not for me, nigga.
Western Decline, are you back on? Are you gonna start a YouTube channel?
The thing is it's just like I'm at a time in my life where my body isn't quite failing me yet, and sitting around just doing nothing with that window feels like a mistake. I feel like I gotta be waging, like, at least during the summers and trying to, like, do personal pursuits in the winters or something, because like this shit is not gonna happen, man. The thing about having like an online, this is basically like being debanked. You know, when you can't do anything online because it's just banned from this, banned from that, gotta like make another account here. You just constantly are getting set back to square one.
Yeah, bro. Like it's fruitless,
So
boring, and like a waste of time. Like
these are fun. I like getting on here, like shooting this shit with the guys, but sitting here and like rehashing the same shit all day long is not gonna like give me a life, you know. So I agree with all this, but it's also just like
pointless.
I mean, unless you luck out and you're the new Gavin Newsom shill, and you're gonna yeah, here you are. You're here to make being a libtard like cool, I guess. So, you're the cleanup guy to what the damage like that Destiny and Vaush and like all these and like Jordan Peterson and all these people did to
Guys, I want to ask this question before we get off the air. It's that with the clavicular, collaboration with Michael Knowles on the Daily Wire, it's that, letting people mutilate themselves allows other men to win at life. Homosexuality, having like gay rights, is going to help heterosexuals like ascend. Do you guys have an opinion about that? Does that add? Is it actually like on the ground, like where it's going to where you're going to come out ahead because of this stuff? Like, I don't know if that's true.
I don't know.
What's
The
the
biggest homos are women, aren't they?
Say that
what's
again.
the
Yeah, like aren't women the highest practitioners of LGBT? Like, I think it would make it harder for men because the women would just fuck each other.
The thing is like allowing, the gay culture and the trans stuff, like, so you can ascend because you're like straight and like, you're a normal person. So now you're removing, you're removing other suitors by like them being gay and transgender. Does like that that's not really
no, because it assumes that there were already women who liked men in a sense. Like I'm very skeptical of the idea that women in general still want to be with men at all, like in any capacity. Obviously many do, but in general I think they're kind of moving beyond sex.
Isn't it dismal? Isn't it like for like the normie tard to like be like, yeah, like my neighbor's a fag, so now I'm gonna like get all the pussy? Like that's cringe, right?
It's too straight. It's too straightforward a way of thinking. It's not really. It doesn't really. Like I was talking to Western earlier, and he was saying about how his sister once upon a time was like making fun of a short guy with her friend, and it put him off or whatever. But I said, like, I think people get this backwards. It's not that they didn't like him because he was short. It's they don't like him, and then they make fun of him for being short, in a sense. Like, they don't really need a reason to not like you. It's like they don't, yeah, they're making fun of this guy because he's bald or whatever, but they're making fun of him for being bald because they already didn't like him. It's not like they didn't like him because he's bald. Does that make sense? Like, I think a lot of women just have this attitude. Like, whether some gay guy got out of the way, she's still not going to like you. That's not. It's not doing
that doesn't do
anything for
anything
you.
to make you anything better compared to the best thing she's seen.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's not like
Or
game
even
theory.
even if she's doing the even if she's like in dating limbo and like going the opposite route of the sort of guy she picked the first time, it still doesn't really bring you closer to that either.
Yeah. It's not game. Like, women don't operate in like game theoretic terms. It's just they don't like that guy and they just find a reason to kind of disqualify him. That's if it's not because you're bald, it's because you're short, or it's because you're just ick, right? Which is kind of leaving it open, like it's open ended. You're just ick. I can't really put my finger on it.
so dismal. Like, I think you see the larger picture. Like, it doesn't really matter if we vote right or left, or if like Newsom's like the president in the next election, or if JD Vance. Like, at the end of the day, like, you're all just like
Women don't really need men at all, and men need women. And so
well,
they're
as men, you're just cannon fodder. Like, they don't need you at all.
dude, heterosexuality, like people need to get beyond almost heterosexuality entirely in a certain sense. Like, and I'm not even advocating for homosexuality because a lot of times those guys will like they'll be attracted to the most feminine tranny or like a twink guy who has feminine features. So they're still gynocentric. Like, you just have to get your libido in check and move the fuck on. You can't really. There's no utility in being attracted to women. You're just reaffirming, you're just ceding power to this thing that doesn't play ball. There's no. The second they get recognition, they just put it in their pocket. There's no reciprocity.
Dismal. So like in my example, like I'm about to be 23, and I don't talk to women. I don't even know like how I would even go about like getting a girlfriend like at all. Period. Like in
And
college, there aren't any girls in my class. Like I guess like what I'm asking is like, do you think that's like the best outcome for me, or like would you
if
encourage
yeah,
me?
because if you did end up even somehow falling into it, you'd end up like me, where she was basically had all the leverage and just you'd be almost like she'd almost like drive you to suicide. You know
So
what
like
I
I guess
mean? Like it's you don't even.
yeah, I guess like I think you made a video about your shortcomings or your like difficulty, your challenges with like your libido and things of that nature. Like if you had it your way, would you like I don't know, like kind of be more in my situation where like you don't talk to women, you don't even know how you would like even do
But
what
are
you
you
do. I don't
gooning? Are you like gooning to women all the time? It's not just about like real world, right? Like say you never talked to a woman once in your whole life, but you're gooning to them, you're thinking about them, you're still like a gyno cock, you know what I mean?
right, yeah. I suppose no, I guess like not really. Like it's like what
Heterosexuality is like a pathology.
mm,
It honestly is. Because you're not it's again, you're throwing money into this thing that just pockets it. It doesn't feed it back into the ecosystem that you're a part of. It never plugs back in. It's
You
just
get
like
a better return playing gotcha games.
yeah, 100%. Or just like I don't know you well enough. I guess this is the first time we've talked, but like you sound like a smart guy. There's maybe things that interest you.
yeah, I just don't know. I think like I'm like getting older and the thought of like dying alone is like becoming increasingly like concerning. I don't know.
Um,
I
it
mean, that's
depends
the
on a
beauty of
lot of
it is
things.
once you're dead, it's not your problem anymore, right? So
And it depends on a number of things, right? Like there are women out there who you may I don't know how like attractive you are or how good at socializing you are. You could find women that are not the most attractive, but they might have inner qualities that are redeemable. And if you can settle for that, then like everybody has sort of a different choice to make. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
I, I can I don't
And
know what your potential is in terms of like.
Amnesiac, are you on Discord or Telegram?
I think I'm in Dismal's Telegram, but they're like 3,000 messages every day, and it's like I can't do it. Like I can't read all of them.
Dude,
I
It's
Amnesiac.
never get why people. I never get this take, dude. You don't have to just like scroll to the bottom and then like respond to like the most recent thing. I never got that point where people are like, I can't
It's
keep
your
up to
point.
the Telegram.
I get it. It's like
You don't have to fucking read. I never read like the back feed. I just kind of pick it up where it is.
yeah, I don't know. Maybe I just feel like it would be disruptive to like jump in like something like in the middle of the conversation and not really have like.
You know what, dude? I invite people to do this because we do always keep getting canceled and stuff like Western just alluded to. Like I don't necessarily have to start from rock bottom ground zero when I get taken down because I can just link something on my Telegram and I'll get like 40 subs. Bing, bang, boom. I'll get them like right away. So it's like, okay, I got, 40 people listening now. I'm like kind of good. So I don't, it's not a nuisance, right? Why would you be a nuisance? You're there to be, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I guess maybe it's just like a holdover from like past experiences. Like I've never like I can't even like back in high school, like I would always kind of be on the outs in any kind of social situation. I'd always kind of feel like I would be infringing on others, and maybe that kind of extends into
Dude,
like
Amnesiac, send me a DM or a friend request on like Discord or Telegram. I'd love to do a stream with you or talk with you privately. You seem like a smart guy.
Yeah,
Okay.
you seem like somebody that I definitely like want to frequently converse with. You,
Yeah,
but I
send-
can't say I can't advise you anything because I don't know you well enough, right? Like I don't know. You could be like a history nerd, or you could be who knows, right?
oh,
It's
I'm
hard
in
to
STEM,
say.
like in college.
Are you a nerd?
Amnesiac, send me a friend request on like Telegram or whatever.
Oh, where can I find you on Telegram?
He's in my chat. He's in my chat.
Okay, it would just be like Thomas White or whatever.
At Thomas White 14, no spaces
All right.
on
Yeah.
Telegram.
I'll
But
say hi.
before we leave, I want to ask you guys a couple of names, and then we'll get out of here. Okay, is that all right?
Yeah, let's do it.
Dismal. And I never got Western
on.
Define's take on this one. Ed Kempner. Ed Kempner.
Fuck off.
You don't want to. Western Decline deflected on this one too. Ed Kempner.
I mean, I think people could surmise my feelings on him.
Amnesiac. Do you ever heard of Ed Kempner?
I'm looking at the Wikipedia page right now. Supposedly he was 6'9".
Yeah, he had like a 150 IQ.
He killed his mother and a bunch of other women.
Yeah, Western Decline. I can imagine.
Ed Kempner is a
Literally me.
I would
He's an
never. I
interesting-
would never. But like, I watched that whole Program to Kill series, and they talked about in the episodes pertaining to him. Like, I think it was his mother and his stepdad that were there the whole time he was being like raised, and he was like tormented by his mother and his stepdad. So he like snapped and killed them when he was in his teenage years or something, and then they let him out later on in life, and he was just like crazy. But when you see him in the interviews, he just seems like a normal person, which is really stupid about it.
I find his interviews
Yeah,
fascinating.
he's a total sweetheart. He's like a total sweetheart.
You know who he reminds me? He reminds me of that. Who's that kind of doofy comedian guy? The one that does the Down syndrome bits.
Fuck, I don't know. Canadian.
He was hanging around with that weird fucking
Not Will Sasso.
No, he was on like the Sam Hyde shit too. Forget
Fuck,
his name.
I don't know. I don't know who you're talking about.
Hang on, I'll find it.
Yeah, Ed Kempner. What a fucking interesting fucking case study. That guy.
Shane Gillis.
Oh, Shane Gillis.
Okay, yeah.
Like that, which is that's what he reminds me of actually.
All right, the last name, and I want you to go first, Dismal. The Menendez brothers.
Dude, I'm like I must be the worst person to ever play this game. I don't think I've ever known a single person you
don't know who the
mentioned.
Menendez brothers are?
I mean,
I don't think so. I'm embarrassed.
think
Should I be
they
embarrassed?
killed their parents with like shotguns or something like
They're
that.
two twins who were groomed by their fucking rich CEO dad in California, and they killed their parents with shotguns.
Oh, I remember this case. Yeah.
Yeah, I think women were like thirsting over them, trying to get
Yeah,
them
yeah,
released.
And they used
I don't
a
know. I'd have
feminist
to- I'd have
attorney.
to-
They had a feminist attorney do the they were molested by their rich dad angle.
A lot of these things, and I'm not like Fed posting or whatever, but a lot of these things are like more justifiable than you'd probably want to believe. Like with Ed Kemper, it's funny how normies will kind of like hold him up as this case study of like, look how normal he comes across. Look how like mild tempered he seems. Maybe he is though, and he was just driven by external circumstances to these actions. Like, why are you taking that possibility off?
You know what's
the
fucked
table?
up? Ed Kempner was like a fucking spoiled motherfucker. Like all these incels in my live chat never touched a titty. You got Ed Kempner is like driving around his pickup truck, taking college girls to their like their classroom and like just doing like.
You know what's
doing, like,
crazy is if you compare him even to like Ted Bundy pulled the whole like pretend to have a broken limb thing and asked for help loading his car. Edmund Kemper, I don't think even had to do that. I think he just was tall, and that's all it took. Like that was his like technique. I hate making light of these sort of guys though, because it is truly like heinous behavior. You know what I mean? I think that in the incel community, like some of the stuff is funny to meme about because you can see the parallels like of what will push guys to their brink in life. And
It's just that it's not even making light of it, but just kind of demysticizing it, where there's like you fully understand how the conditions like required for this guy to do what he did obtained. You know what I mean? There's no normies always try to mystify it. They're like, "Ooh, this guy, he's something like, you know, it's something inexplicable about him that caused him." There's nothing inexplicable about it. Like we know exactly the events that led up to it, and you know what I mean? Like there's no mystery. I'm not an apologist per se. I'm just saying there's absolutely no mystery about like Ted Bundy, dude. His mom literally was a fucking whore who said that what was it? That that she was his sister to hide the shame, and he found out. And then you know about that, right?
Yeah, I mean, I've heard about.
Dude,
like,
his mom was LARPing as his sister, and his grandma was pretending to be his mom. His whole life. She was a fucking whore that fucked some like Chad.
That's right. You're right, Dismal. You're right. I remember.
So, dude, I'm not like, bro. Imagine, and then he was with this girl who basically like he gave her his world. He was like a super sweet guy. And she walked out on him when he was like at the worst point in his life and he was going to school and all, like she just had no sympathy for him, no loyalty, anything. Guys, and the two things combined, like
I'm curious, like what do you guys think about the whole like these guys escape jail or prison and people root for them? Do you guys see that, or like do you guys
I mean, who was rooting for Ted Bundy at the time though? Like I know we look back on it and we can find all the posts of women. Like the thing that blew my mind was seeing like the Ted Bundy sex toy. Like it's actually like I couldn't believe that up to that point.
Isn't that wild, guys? There's a sex toy. Like there's a literal.
I mean, it's for women. It's literally like a big vibrating femur, and it's like you really have to wonder like what's going on in women's heads, because I don't know how normies can align something like that with like eugenic selection going on. Like there's so many examples like this that just really call it into question.
Yeah, they're like selecting for necrophiliac men and stuff.
Some kike made like a bunch of money fucking selling some Ted Bundy. Like, bro, we're working for a living and some
capitalism, asshole. Bro.
Yes,
Rabbi Shmuley and his daughter are over here selling the Bundy. Like,
it's his right, bro. It's capitalism. If people want to spend their money that way.
Oh, that's like fucked up, guys, because it's true.
There's stimulating the economy.
There's literally a Ted Bundy sex toy. Like some Jew like got rich, fucking selling fucking serial killers like fake Wang or whatever. Like, what the fuck?
It has all these insane like weirdos collect things from the events as well. Like people obsess over, oh, this was an item owned by so and so, the same way some sports ball idiot might over
like he's Elvis or like
something. Yeah.
It's like Jimi Hendrix guitar pick or something.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
Oh fuck. All right, well, guys, I'm done streaming tonight. Let's do the fucking Under the Silver Lake review, Dismal. Like, I'm ready for it. Well, I know you guys are busy. We got to get it scheduled. We got to figure out the scheduling. Well, we'll do the film review. We'll talk about Under the Silver Lake. Western Decline, you're gonna love it. Whenever we do it, don't even watch it till we get a fucking stream scheduled. I want you to be fresh. I want it fresh in your mind or whatever. So we'll try to get that figured out in the. And if we
All right,
can't,
guys.
yeah, we'll get it done.
Sounds good.
Might be a week or two, whatever. We'll figure it out. All right,
All right,
Dismal.
man. Thanks for streaming, bro.
Dude,
yeah, thanks for having me. It was good stream.
Dude, as Amnesiac, I think you're a smart guy. I can already tell. Like, it doesn't take me too long to figure out your, got some interesting takes, or you got some thoughts that are more appealing than that the normal guy caller. No offense to him or whatever.
Well,
Dude,
I'd
I'm
say
like
you're kind of insulting him right now because I
I'm like
like him too, but
Bag.
the second I hear him talk, I know why he's here.
Oh, brutal.
And I don't mean he's even doing anything wrong. It's like you can roughly gauge someone's IQ by like listening to them, and even the second I suspect someone's on like the right side of the bell curve, you're okay. Well, congratulations, it's a woman desert. Like, like welcome aboard. Like, it's gayer than the Navy. It's fucking retarded.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, normal guy, you whiff, man. Well, maybe you weren't. Maybe you didn't whiff too bad because, like, you just.
I agree. To be fair, I agreed with most of what he said, except
I
the
did too.
coke except the
the
coke and shit.
Yeah, bird brain gets sex. We get it. Like, just be lower IQ than Thomas, and you'll be good. You'll be all right. You'll get laid. All right.
Yeah, I just can't like do it with women. I just can't do it. Like that's why I like Nick Fuentes because he just can't
It's
do it.
women. Yeah, I get it. Like, women are horrible.
I think the gesturing is a legitimate grievance. I think that's where you're most likely to get some socially approved kind of renegotiation of the social contract. Because gesturing is like extremely humiliating. It's almost like, imagine if you still had Jim Crow laws and like nigs have to do like a shuck and a jive when like when a plantation owner like approached. It's almost like that equivalent. Or like the Japanese have to like bow very like deeply at the waist if it's like a
Oh, brutal. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, you have to push the stroller and you have to like carry all the bags at the airport and shit like that.
Oh, fuck, you guys. I had fun. Happy New Year. 2026 is going to be good for some, not so good for others. And hopefully hopefully the nukes fly and the asteroids fly and the Chinese tanks come into the East Coast or the West Coast, whatever. It'll be good. I don't expect anything. Nothing's going to happen, though. So just watch your little porn and, I don't know, shop online. Have a good night, everyone. Western Klein, hey, thanks for coming on, man. And we'll keep in touch. I want to plug your Kick channel or whatever.
I mean, I wouldn't worry about it. I am not hopeful for a career in doing any of this.
Yeah, it's just over.
Even the thing is, even if I did something like that didn't violate any terms of service, to know that your livelihood is one like
click away.
Yeah, like it's you were saying, sorry, Amnesiac.
Oh yeah. I was gonna ask you if you played hardcore on the Doomhouse server. Are you on there at all?
No, dude. I waste a lot of time on World of Warcraft, but hardcore just never appealed to me.
That's the only mode I play, to be honest.
So much of my time on this game has been spent dying because somebody else made a mistake. So
that's why I tank.
I did the leveling portion of it, got like a character to 60 just to go, yeah, and like pat myself on the back, but I don't want to actually raid with people, right? Because
yeah, fair. Yeah, I was just curious.
Yeah, and Amnesiac, like send me a friend request on Telegram. Thomas White 14, no spaces.
Yeah, I got you. I have it written down.
All right, and Magic Man, you're never gonna call in. You're just an asshole. Oh yeah, I'm gonna call in one day. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Yeah, you're a faggot. You're lucky to have a wrench, by the way. I should take it away. All right, I'm out of here. Everyone, have a good night. Weston Klein, you nailed it. Amnesiac, I appreciate your call. And,
hell yeah.
I'll do another.
Thanks for not beating your meat on stream. Well done.
All right, we're done.